You ready?
Hello! And well, they were all still telling me, yes, we're ready before I hit the button.
Yep.
Welcome to Tales from the Backlog. My name is Steve Boshier, and I'm a big old muscle man. Tonight we are playing Vieja, Escuela, Pulp for our fourth time, for some of us. But if you don't know this channel, this is Shadows of Arconia, where on Friday nights we have ongoing campaigns in the Worlds Without Number and Cities Without Number, and occasionally Godless, which is a hack of Shadow of the Demon Lord. We've also done some other things over there, but that's where we do our ongoing stuff. And over here on Monday night, we try out lots of different games. Every 1 to 3 weeks, we're in a different system over here. And tonight, Mia is running us through Vieja, Escuela, Pulp. And let me say something I always forget to say on Mondays. Join our Discord if you want to talk to us. Whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, there's going to be a link underneath the video showing you how to achieve contact with us for the Discord. Anyway, Mia, tell us about the game tonight.
Okay, well, Via Escuela Pulp is a hack.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's a hack of the Via Escuela, the role-playing game, which is like I guess like one of the black hacks and whatnot. But yeah, it covers all of the pulp genre. The book itself can't give you all of that, you know, the westerns and the space operas and everything else, but it is a free PDF available on the publisher's website. And yeah, it's all about the amazing stories from the pulp era, from like the 20s through the 30s, and even I think they stopped publishing those technically in the early 40s. But that's where we're at. Conan and all those guys got started there. And I know that's really poor definition, but
thanks to Matt for the sub gift, which went to Jason.
Woo. Thank you. Hey. I was going to say something you got to me.
Yeah. Are we doing character intros?
Yeah, please go right ahead. Yeah, going in our normal order. So Apollo, Cora, Mania, and then Ben.
Yes, I am Apollo Johnson. I am a circus strongman, currently not in the circus because I'm adventuring in France or something. And these are my friends who are less strong but gifted in other areas.
Hello, I'm Sarah, and I am playing Cora Montesquieu, the high society scoundrel. Definitely not gifted in the strength area, but many other useful talents of the sneaky, lockpicky, social climbing type.
I'm Cindy. I'm playing Manya Petrov, a former soldier for the Russian military. Recently joined, I suppose recently. And I like to go after Nazis. Everybody's a Nazi that's not a friend of mine, I suppose.
That's how that works.
Yeah, he's like, all fascists must die, but then that makes me almost as bad. Yeah,
she's a little rough around the edges.
Howdy. I'm Jason. Force Recon 5. This is where I was going to thank you for that gift sub. I appreciate it very much.
He's not a 5, he's a fox.
That's what I said. Force Recon Fox.
Yeah.
I don't know who said 5.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard too. Sure. Mm-hmm.
I'm playing Ben Lifson. I'm a World War I vet who has become a part of the Jewish New York Mafia and is currently in the business of trafficking humans out of formerly war-torn Europe and into America for money. Obviously.
Money.
Mm-hmm.
Money. which brings us to where we ended last time. We are on the island of Malta, off the southern coast of France and Italy there. You have run into one of the locals, a man named Carl Angus, or Carlito Angus. He is a member of the Brotherhood of Bronze Swords, or Bobs for short. And you're currently at Hagar Koim. I'm not sure how I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hagarqim, Hagar Koim. It's an ancient ruin that's there on the island of Malta, on its southern coast. Our top three heroes there, Apollo, Cora, and Manya, were there with Amelia, another player that was unavailable to join us tonight. And Ben is currently somewhere else. So we'll just get started from there. We ended with the Brotherhood of Bronze Swords, or Bobs, being a little perturbed that hey.
1 second.
Y'all, something's going on.
Apologies, my bad.
Hey, we're back.
But they are there to protect the site because they know that there is an artifact hidden in the ruins somewhere. The four of you with Amelia are standing there, and the southern view is stunning. The crystal clear blue waters of the Mediterranean are delightful. The sun is it's low in the sky, heading for setting. But the sun glints brightly off the rippling surface of the water. Ben, you hear someone say, "Marcelo, you and Leopold, stay back and watch our prisoner. Our Nazi friends will want to interrogate him." You hear the roar of boats moving away. You all hear the roar of motorboats approaching along the coastline to the east. 3 small boats and 1 large boat.
Yeah, I want to try and sneak away from these guys. Right? That's what I was.
You are currently in a small hold, about a 4x4x6 hold on this ship, or on this little tiny boat. As you are kind of there contemplating your escape, you hear one of them say, "I'm going to check on this guy. He's been quiet, not pleading for us to spare his life. I'm going to try and scare him a bit." Well, okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get ready, and did I free myself from my bonds?
You had used a nail and chopped your bond, so you are free with a little bit of blood on your wrists, which we did play by post to get you there.
Well, I'm gonna get ready to bop one of these guys when they step through the door, when they open the door. If they open the door.
Okay. And
if we're bopping, I better change the music.
Yes, Apollo, Cora, and Manya. As the boats approach, you see smoke from gunfire, and you hear the whiz of bullets over your head, creating a cacophony of sharp cracks striking the ancient standing stones around you. Then the pop of the rifle's discharge come to your ears. We are going to roll for initiative.
All right.
Okie dokie.
And you are, there are multiple standing stones around that you can take cover behind. And these boats are still roaring up the coastline. They're probably about 40, 50 roughly yards away, but the boats are approaching fast.
We're rolling a d20 for that, right?
Yes.
Just rolled a 20.
Okay.
I didn't. I got a 2, but do we add instinct or alertness to that? Either way, it's 3. So I got a 5.
Yeah.
Game rule says Dex order.
Yeah, we'll go in Dex order, but I'm just gonna have you roll initiative, kind of mutate that. Okay. And since And whoever won, we're just gonna to make life easy, go in like clockwise order as you appear on screen. So right now Manya's first.
Okay.
Unless somebody beats that total of 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
By a weird coincidence, I also rolled 20.
Well, by
Plus-
clockwise rules, I think that means Cora goes first, yes?
Sure. And so just to set the scene, so we're still standing with the Bobs. We just met them. We're coming up the path in these ancient ruins, and then boats pull up and start shooting at us.
Yeah, the boats are approaching and firing on you as you are there at the ruins.
Cora says, "Yep, of course." It was 5 minutes with no shooting, and I'm going to dive into cover as I pull my pistol out, or my revolver, not my pistol. But I am probably they can't be 20 yards from us at this point, can they?
They're still quite a ways away, about maybe 30, 40 yards, maybe, as those boats are zooming up the coastline.
Now, this is a free action. I look at my tiny revolver, and has anybody got an extra rifle? And that'll be my turn.
Okay. I will pull out my rifle, and I should be able to zero in on somebody.
Absolutely. There are a large boat. You can see the driver behind the wheel, 2 riflemen standing out on the front of the boat, and 3 small small boats with 2 people each. One firing a rifle from each of those boats and 1 driver each. So,
All right. I will target the closest rifleman, I suppose. Man, it's been a while. It's a D20 first, right?
yeah, plus your attack bonus, and we're gonna add instinct to these rolls too, since we're in high danger.
3 plus 4. That's over 20.
That's a solid hit.
That is 2d6s. That's crappy. 5.
5.
Total.
Okay. That one guy gets hit in the shoulder, kind of spins in place, drops to a knee. And Ben, as you are there, just as you are preparing yourself, it's got a little sliding door. It starts to slide to the side to open.
Yeah, I'd bop whoever's sliding that open.
All right. He's kind of hunched down a little bit to look at you, slides it open, and his face is right there. His eyes startle back, because he's expecting you to be tied up in against the far corner of this small space.
All right, that's a... Wait, do I get instinct as well for this?
Yes, add your instinct plus your strength bonus, or your attack bonus, excuse me. And then,
Well, so I get the instinct and the attack bonus?
yes.
12.
Which is enough to hit this guy right in the nose.
Boop him in his snoot.
Nice.
So he blinks and kind of staggers back. His rifle's right there in front of you. Quick glance around, you see your bag of personal belongings at the back of the boat.
Yo, I'm gonna snatch that rifle first, if I can.
Okay, so you just punched him, and then give me a strength check to grab that rifle and wrestle him for it. And then we'll move to Apollo.
This is something I'm really good at.
And you've got a good...
No, I don't. I lied. I got a 4.
They rolled a 4 as well, amazingly enough. So you've got a hold of this thing, and you're kind of wrestling back and forth to grab that gun out of his hands.
All right, it's me now?
It is Apollo.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I was a little distracted by tech. There are boats approaching our position, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so my box of dynamite still has 23 sticks in it.
Yes, it does.
Is one of these boats in throwing range?
Yeah, I'd say they're closing the distance. You'd have to chuck one. You'd have to chuck it really, really hard, unless you had some sort of slingshot or miniature catapult of some sort.
Suppose I tied it to some sort of shot put ball.
I think
Like
I
a
did
rock
make,
or something.
I
Yeah,
remember I
discuss.
made some sort of catapult in episode 2.
I
or
was
3,
thinking
think.
about that. That's why I brought it up. Maybe Cora, like in the process, everyone's scattering. Cora's like, Apollo shouts for something for the dynamite, and Cora can produce that like rubber slingshot device.
Sure, I'll use
I was
that.
going to say, or do you want to hold your turn and I can build that for you?
Well,
I think
I don't think you can build it in a turn, but if you already built it, I'll take it.
All right.
I'll say that it's got like a little like a piece of pouch on it on these stretchy bits of rubber, and 2 of the bobs can take either end of the rubber and hold it tight while you draw it back to launch.
Ooh.
Like those water balloon launchers, Apollo.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I will do that. How should I roll that? Instinct plus dex or strength or what?
It's a ranged attack,
Yeah, it is.
and you use your attack bonus.
Oh, of course, attack bonus. I forgot how this game works for a second. Am I
Plus
still
instinct.
adding instinct? So that's going to be a +8 for me. Great.
Yeah.
And I rolled 16 on the die, so it's 24. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Which I'll ask you with that roll. Which of the boats did you drop it on?
If there's one where I'm pretty sure everyone on it is hostile, that's the. Yeah, that's the one I'd go for.
Throw it at them.
I just say the big boat. Yeah, that final boat that hung back with Ben is still a ways down, but dynamite lands on the larger boat.
Okay. Yeah, the one where everyone's
just as that-
shooting at us is good.
Yeah, the same one that Manya shot a guy in the shoulder on. I forgot to mention, just as it drops down onto the thing, you see like those guys like look at it for a moment and they like go to jump clear. Roll your 4d6, I think we said, for damage on that. There's
Yeah.
no listing for
sound-
damage for
that
grenades
Sounds right.
or dynamite in the book.
Oh, cool. 10, 16, 18.
Right. That explosion is going to take out 2 people. That boat like veers off course sharply, and let's roll this. Swerves into one of the smaller boats.
Oh, all right.
Rufus, like as that thing launched, he like ran halfway down there, like he's like wanting to go fetch what you threw, but he realized it went out of range and turns back.
You're going to have to train that dog not to chase dynamite sticks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think Rufus is going to be very useful in a boat fight. Unless he has a lot of skills that I haven't found out about yet.
Yeah. Apollo and Manya, you are kind of out in the open.
I forgot
Those
to
are,
take cover.
those are poor rolls on my part, so that misses. Ben, this guy's going to try and yank that gun out of your hands with an opposed check, so an 11 versus your strength on that.
So I roll my strength.
Yeah, strength plus your instinct. Plus your die roll.
6.
All right, he's able to like pull the gun free from your hands.
Ugh, what a what?
Cora.
All right. So, what are the Bobs doing? Because we were greeting them. Is it? Are they still on the cliff? Do they just not have guns? Are they scattering to go get weapons?
They have swords. That's all they've got. They've got no like handguns or projectile weapons at all.
Okay.
I
I'll turn to the closest one.
Can I toss Cora the Tommy gun?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Ha!
I
Right to you.
am like, this isn't my. Okay.
You didn't wake up this morning thinking someone would throw you a Tommy gun, did you?
I certainly
Point and
did
shoot.
not. Okay.
Point and shoot.
No. All the Bobs have taken cover.
Yeah, I will turn because I'm also in cover. I'm gonna ask the Bob next to me, like, little back up, and because I am a small woman, and just like have him like literally help with the recoil to hold in place, and I will aim and I guess I'll fire.
You're like, say hello to my big friend.
Like, friendly greetings from Tom. So
You get 2 attacks with a submachine gun, so yeah.
okay. Do I roll with any sort of disadvantage? I don't think I have this one. I don't know if big arms as opposed to small arms is a thing for me.
I don't think there's really a weapon proficiency system in this game. You just have your attack bonus.
You just have your attack bonus.
Okay, so just 2 d20s plus my
yeah, you get 2 attacks.
20 per per attack. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first
one of the boats is now crunched up onto the gravel. The other 2 are like trying to maneuver around.
Whoa! Something just went pretty. Are you changing the music, Steve?
Yeah, I was getting static off.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of static all of a sudden.
Same.
How about now? Better?
Nope, I did.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I was just
No worries.
futzing with my mic volume.
I'm like,
okay. So that's actually going to be a 21 on the first roll.
Nice.
all right. And that one will hit. Submachine gun does a D6.
Okay. And the second one, I'm assuming I was probably firing at the big boat for that one. I'll actually turn. Are the you said 2 little boats and 1 big one?
Yeah, the big one just took the dynamite blast. Most of the people have dove off of that one, and it crashed into a smaller boat.
Oh, okay. So there's only 1 boat left?
There, technically still 2. The 2 small boats.
All right. Well, I'll aim at the whichever the smaller boats is closer to the shore.
Yeah.
And fire my second shot. Not as great, but that's a 15. Still solid.
Yes, because their defense is lower than that. That's 2 hits. I'll say you hit like 1 rifleman and 1 driver, so that's 1d6 per, and then we'll.
Okay. Damage on the first one is a 4 on the dice. Do I add anything to that?
Not for damage. No.
Okay. So, and another 4. So 4 and 4. And I'll kind of look up at the Bob who's holding me and be like, thank you so much. And then hand the gun back to Manya.
Like this big scary thing. While that happened, you hear Amelia go, "Oh!" and she takes a bullet and falls to the ground. No. Carlito's like, "You, get her, pick her up, get her out of here!" And then someone runs over and grabs Amelia and drags her out of the conflict. Manya.
So I have okay. You're handing me back the Tommy gun.
Yep. This
So
works great.
No, I'm pushing it back because I'm using my sniper rifle and
Are
taking
you
aim.
sure? This is amazing.
Yes, use it.
Okay.
I'll take a aim at another shooter on one of the smaller boats. Ew. Let me do some math. 6.
Math
13.
is hard. That is. Let me check this guy's defense. Yeah, that hits him.
Ooh, okay. 8 damage.
Ooh. Right. Firing on the closer boat, so that is going to. Guy's got very little life left. He kind of spins and drops to his knee, obviously wounded horribly. Ben, that guy in front of you he's now like trying to rush and get his to work the bolt action on his rifle to shoot you, but it is your turn first.
How big is this boat we're on?
You know, about if you've probably seen like Indiana Jones and the Crusade for the Holy Cup of Christ. Those like those wooden boats in that movie, maybe 4 feet, 5 feet across.
Like, how close is this guy to the edge of the boat?
If you like bum rushed him, and you could topple him out the back. You know?
Yeah, well, I was thinking, like, could I just like rush him and like boot him over the side?
Absolutely, yeah. Because your
that's
stuff's
what
behind him, and there's the edge of the boat and the motor. But yeah, he's.
Okay.
I apologize. It'd be
No,
several feet to the left or right.
You're good. I'm still gonna try and do what I said I was just gonna try and do. So I've got that's plus attack, and do I still get the instinct bonus?
Yes. These are
13.
High adventure. Oh yeah, that's just enough to get him. And you hammer him back. Go ahead and roll like a melee damage. I guess it's like 1d4. Not much, but he tries to resist and fails. So yeah, he staggers backwards.
2 points.
And he failed his dexterity check, so he topples over the back of the boat. The guy at the wheel of the boat, hears the commotion. He turns and looks over his shoulder. He's like, "Oh crap!" And he quickly goes for his revolver.
Do I have enough time to go in? Do I have enough actions to go for my stuff? To also go for my revolver?
Yeah, because you basically took like half step forward to jack him off the back of the boat. Pardon me. Jack him and knock him off the back of the boat.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We don't have time for that.
We don't have time for that. No.
It's canon now.
It is. Oh my god.
I'm
sorry, Ben. I'm sorry, but yes, you will have to. You can quickly drop down and get into your stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then I just want to try and also go for my gun.
Yeah. So you have your attack, and this is your action to try and get your gun out of there. Okay.
Yeah.
That guy turns to do a quick shot at you with his pistol. That is not going to do it, because your defense is
12.
12, yes. I rolled well below that. A couple more shots coming from the coastline. Okay, and let's see. 1, 2, see. Apollo, you're out in the open, and Manya's kind of, sort of. Did you take cover on this last turn, Manya?
No.
Okay.
You guys are too tough to take cover.
No.
Odd.
Cool
It's
guys
Apollo,
don't take
even.
cover.
It's Manya, and it's odd, so that is a single shot. 4 points, Apollo, as a bullet makes contact.
Well, that's less than the amount I just got on level up, so.
Perfect.
Taking cover is for women and children. Men must stay and fight.
Which brings us to your turn, Apollo.
Me and all the bobs behind cover just go to.
We brought bronze swords to a gunfight,
Well,
If Ben was there, his
Yes.
time in the military would have him absolutely roll his eyes at that.
yeah, Apollo is
Yes.
aware that he's not a soldier, but also aware that he's a main character.
It's my story.
It
Is
is.
there-
It is a. classic convention of Pulp Fiction is that every Pulp Fiction hero knows they're the hero.
Absolutely.
Beyond a shot, yes.
I'm playing into it. Is there are any of these boats in the shallows yet? Enough for Apollo?
Oh yeah, one has run ashore. The other two that kind of bonked into each other, they're in the shallows. But like the big boat is like driverless.
Okay.
The smaller boat's trying to like untangle itself from the bigger boat.
The one that came ashore, have its occupants gotten off the boat yet?
One of them took a hard shot from Manya. The driver he kind of ducked. So yeah, there's a wounded guy on the ground in front of it.
Okay.
And the driver still in the driver's seat, so to speak.
All right. Huh. I'm just trying to figure out if it's worth running up and capsizing one. But if one guy's already shot and the other and there's only one other guy, I don't think it's worth it. I'll just take my pistol and shoot the driver. Actually, sorry, may I make an alertness check to see if I have noticed Ben's existence?
Yeah, actually, I should basically call for that for all of y'all, but,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought that Ben was still below deck. I could have missed something.
He just knocked a guy overboard.
Oh,
Yeah. It's not a lot of deck.
yeah, there's not a lot of deck, and his boat is further down shore, down.
Yeah, but
coastline.
if I see a guy go flying over the railing, I can deduce that there's a friendly on board, maybe. So
Yeah,
I rolled
absolutely.
a 13 on that.
I would say it's easy enough to see. Yeah.
Okay, great. So then I will shift my focus to the boat that Ben's on. Can I make out any hostiles on the deck of that boat?
There is a driver on that boat who's kind of spun around in place.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot him with a pistol.
He's quite a ways away. It'd be the kind of shot my dad could have made.
We have to talk more about your father, but for now, I'm just gonna roll it. I have a dirty 20 on that.
Okay, attacking the distance further than this grants disadvantage to the roll.
Okay. I rolled the same twice.
Oh, gracious. So yeah, you hit this guy from you're like...
I pull out this pistol that's just so tiny in my massive meat hooks.
And you need to like elevate it just a little bit because the bullet's gonna fall because it's not really made to shoot that far.
We had a professional crack shot in our circus. He taught me a couple things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. So yeah, your pistol, it does you've got the 45?
Yeah, I have the 45. It's going to do 1d8.
Okay, so a D8.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, okay.
I rolled an 8. Max damage.
Yeah, as you dive and like retrieve your pistol, Ben, and like spin around to like take aim at this guy, you see his back arch as he takes his bullet that Apollo just hit him with, and he staggers across and kind of like slumps over, just like in front of you. He's literally like just inches from you at this point.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
He's alive though.
He is. He's breathing. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Okay.
Akora.
Well, so do you want me to roll alertness to see if I've noticed Ben?
I'm gonna say since Apollo just took a shot, you see Apollo like turn and aim that way.
Yeah.
I'll say you glance and you see what's going on down there.
Yeah, I'll also call out. There's a friendly on that one.
Alrighty. So I will then look down at my Tommy gun. I'm like, I don't think this is a precision weapon, and I'll turn back. So we've still got 2 little boats, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna aim my first shot at the same boat I hit last time, the closer one. Oop.
Carlito takes the Tommy gun from you.
He does.
He does. And you gave it up, right?
Well, I offered it back to Manya, but Manya didn't take it, so I'm still holding it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll with the Tommy gun.
Okay.
And Carlito tries to take it. I'm like, oh, wonderful. Hold me. And just draped myself against him to take the recoil and go ahead and fire. Yeah, that's a 19.
That's a good hit.
And that's gonna do 2 damage. So not that great. Not that great a hit, apparently. It's far away, but
They're not accurate weapons.
they are not accuracy weapons. But I definitely hit.
Yeah.
Second shot. Oops. Second shot is a dirty 20.
Okay. Nice. That's another.
Yeah, the Google Dice Roller is really doing great for me tonight. So
A solid hit.
Yeah, some solid hits there. And then that's going to be 5 damage.
So yeah, this the boat that got entangled with the large one's trying to like maneuver itself, and it gets sideways, and you're like, and you hit each of those guys. Nice. All right.
Very
Manya?
exciting.
Are either of those guys still alive?
On the boat, there's a guy on the shore who's like slumped over and bleeding out. There is the driver in the boat that is ashore. He's also slumped over. You guys have reduced him considerably. But the boat that Cora just shot, they're still pretty active.
Okay, I'll take aim at someone in that active boat.
Yeah, the big boat, there's a couple people who are just now starting to like stand up from the initial explosion earlier. But,
Okay.
and you're firing on one that Cora shot on already. Okay, that just shot at.
21. The roll.
That instinct bonus is nice.
Really helping. And that's 7 for the damage.
All right. You finish one of those guys off.
Sweet.
You see 2 people pop up. They're like, oh, very they're very stiffly standing up on the big boat. The driver of the big boat, his head kind of pops up a little bit, and then there's this guy with Ben who just took a shot in the back and is right there in front of you, Ben.
Oh yeah, I want to pull him. Like he's like on the floor.
Basically, yeah. He's flopped down on the ground.
I want to pull him out of that driver's seat, get in the driver's seat, and can I? One of the other boats still has people in it.
Yes. There's a small boat that's just now making some adjustments to get ashore, and then the big boat that's just kind of like drifting right now.
Whichever boat demonstrably has people in it, I want to ram it.
The big boat has 3 people visibly on.
Oh yeah, I want to ram it. Exactly.
Yep.
Pookie says yes.
That's support for my plan.
So just give me a dex check plus your instinct. Did you drive that? I assume, yeah, that should be all right.
10.
As you rev it, and it kind of like swerves a little bit out of control for a moment, and then you get control of it and are now aimed at that boat.
Alrighty.
You're on your way.
Yep.
Kind of hit the throttle a little hard, so it kind of spun out a little too much.
It's been a while since I piloted a boat.
Yeah, just a few hours, right? Which brings them up. The 2 guys getting up on the big boat are basically stunned. The driver is like trying to get the thing started. There's a guy lying on the ground who's trying to push himself up. And then the second boat, which is maneuvering to pull in, you just shot the pilot of that boat dead, so he's just one guy. Okay. And that's going to hit somebody. Who's not in cover?
I am not in cover.
Manya.
Now you're just being stubborn.
So odd and even again. Odd Apollo and even Manya. It's an Apollo hit again.
That's fine.
I just keep forgetting.
I got a lot of
Four
meat.
more.
How much?
4.
Okay, I got a lot of meat points over here. I'm doing good. 17 of 25.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right, so Apollo. That brings us to Apollo.
Okay, so how many living people are still a threat at this point?
Let's see. Nope. 1, 2, 3. There are 2 guys getting up on the big boat who seem to be shaking off whatever the explosion. Another guy in the small boat and the driver of the big boat.
Is that boat, you said earlier it was in the shallows, is that boat close enough for an extremely strong man to throw a large dog onto?
Yes.
Okay, what do I roll for that? Rufus!
You're gonna cannonball special the dog?
If you're going to cannonball special the dog, he did that last session on the train.
That's true,
so-
he did, and I think I made the same face. It's a Pulp Fiction, not the dog likes it. It's Pulp Fiction. The dog is totally
the trick
on
is
board with it.
you don't throw the dog high because then he'll get hurt when he comes down. You just try to throw him distance.
Right, so you
More of an
rush down.
assisted jump.
Yeah.
You rush down to the shore as you scoop him under your arm and truck down, and you like honk him out. Just give me a good strength check.
Okay. Can I add instinct to it?
Yes. That's yes.
I'm sorry, Rufus. It's a 6.
Oh.
Oh no!
He swims, right? He's a dog. He can swim.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say he like does like the chest plant on the side of the boat with his forepaws up there, and he's like kind of trying to claw at it to get up.
Still, that must have distracted them.
Absolutely, yeah, yes. They're like, what the hell?
Be
Roll me a
careful, or
strength
the
check.
next dog goes straight into your face.
Give me a strength check for poor little Rufus there.
Oh, I
think
forgot.
that's
I forgot his
It was a-
modifier. They were wolf.
he was a wolf by the creature standards. What did I do?
Yeah.
What page was that? Let's see. Monsters. Let me just search wolf.
Well, I should.
There we go.
There you go.
Level 3, Dex 14, attack, bite, 1d6. It doesn't say anything about strength.
Probably just a +0 then.
Here we go. 10.
Yeah. 10. He's clawing at it. His claws kind of catch, but then he like scratches and drops into the water. Bloop.
Okay. All right. So I assume the throw was Apollo's action, yeah?
Yeah, the movement, and then the basically you attacked with your attack dog, Cora.
Okay. So I am going to, as Carlito is bracing me, I'm going to turn and say, were you expecting company? Do you know who these people are and why they're shooting at us?
Oh, I have no idea. No idea at all.
And do you really only have the swords? I thought that was like a fun secret society thing. Where's the
Oh.
guns?
Well, the English occupiers have forbid us to have them, unfortunately.
Okay, that's a fair answer. And I'll go ahead and take my next shot. Like, now I just feel bad. That was. That was. Yeah.
We
I'll
cannot
go
have a
ahead.
recreational violence club if yes.
Alrighty. So who's left standing right now?
There are three guys on the big boat, and one guy on the boat that Paulo just tried to chuck Rufus onto.
Okay.
And two severely wounded guys, one in the boat with Ben and another on the shoreline.
Okay, well, I'll shoot at the boat that doesn't have Ben in it. At the, just another classic, straight-up shot. 15.
Okay, that's a hit.
You know what?
either-
Actually, if I can call my shot, I'm going to aim not to at the people. I'm going to look for weak spots on the boat. If it's already taken some gunfire, if I could try to scuttle it, get some holes in it, so they'll retreat if it's taking on water.
Yeah, sure. Which boat? The big boat or the other one that's in the shallows with
The one that doesn't have Ben on it.
Okay. There's one small boat and one big boat in that case. Still, yeah. Boat.
Okay, I'll go for the boat in the shallows. Try to drive them
Okay.
back. Actually, no. I'm going to go for the big boat because we can take these guys. We can take the smaller number. We'll drive back the more heavily populated boat. Big boat takes 2 damage.
Okay. Big boat. That's the first shot, correct? Okay.
Yep. Second shot. Thank you. 15 again.
Yeah, the boat's got very little defense.
Yeah.
And the damage
6.
6. Nice.
I'm rolling great attacks. It's the first really good damage I've rolled.
Your bullets like pop, 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 pop a couple holes in the side of the boat. I'm going to roll something here. Ooh, nice. You see fuel start to leak out the side of the boat.
Cool. I'm going to turn to you, Apollo, and say, maybe another one of those dynamite shots next?
Oh, I thought you were about to ask for another dog. I'm fresh out of dogs.
I just shake my head. Yeah. Sorry, Manya, proceed.
How far away is that injured person on the shore from where we are?
He's a short distance, well within range. Apollo chuckled down to the shoreline with a nice sprint, so yeah, 20, 30 yards.
Okay. I think I'd like to run up and grab that guy by the scruff and drag him back and just knock him out for questioning.
Okay. I'll just say that happens. He's already kind of groggy and down to just a couple hit points, so you're able to snag one guy.
Okay.
There's another guy lying in the boat. You just hear him kind of moaning as you drag that other guy off. Ben.
Yeah, I'm full tilt boogie trying to ram whichever one of these boats got more people on it.
All right, you've got it under control. I guess roll me another dex check. Stealth, survival,
Sure.
manipulation would be another option, but they're the same for you.
Yeah.
Plus instinct.
Alrighty. Another 10.
You're gonna lancing blow the big boat. Just as you're approaching a wave, kind of like twists it, and your boat just kind of skids off the side. Are you planning to dive out of your boat, or?
I had not gotten that far yet.
Okay.
I think my next plan is to park the boat on the shore.
As you skid past the big boat, one of the men inside had seen you coming. He's trying to shoot you with a rifle shot. I'm pretty sure that's not enough. What is your defense?
12.
12. That is not enough. Rufus is in the water. The guy that you tried to throw Rufus at shoots at you, Apollo. Oof. He gets a critical failure. His gun explodes in his face. Okay. And let's see, there's another guy there. Takes a shot at Manya. That is a miss. And the swords, having seen the success of Manya running down and Apollo, they kind of come out from behind and come running down the beach with their swords above their heads. And that is Apollo's turn now.
Has Rufus turned and started swimming back to shore?
Yeah, it wasn't a very long swim. He's kind of shaking it off already.
I'm gonna hand him a little treat, and then I'm going to throw dynamite onto the boat that I tried to throw him on.
Okay.
That's a 21.
Super, I had to say that's super easy. The dynamite drops in there. The guy who's on that boat, like stares at the dynamite for a second, and turns to jump out. We'll see.
6.
Oh, his deck save is pathetic. Dynamite goes off.
Yep. 6 damage.
6.
Yes.
You roll 4d6.
Oh, no, I don't know why. I rolled the pistol damage. Hold on a second.
Yeah, this boat's going up.
It's 18.
All right, this boat goes up in a fireball. You see this guy kind of like try and step on the side of the boat and leap off, but just as he does that, the bomb goes off behind him. You hear the Wilhelm scream as he like flies through the air and lands hard on the ground and takes. He is unconscious, and that leaves just the people on the big boat right now.
Great.
Which brings us to Cora.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so everybody's getting down to the shore, so I will, you know what, I will hand Carlito the Tommy gun, and join the folks heading down. I am going to, you did not throw that dynamite stick, Apollo, so I'm going to ask you for some dynamite.
That's exactly what I just did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed something then. Apparently, I'm so sorry.
Maybe I didn't throw it where you wanted. Yeah, I killed.
Yeah.
Did I kill that guy? He took 6 damage.
He's on the ground, moaning, basically out cold. Yeah.
I am going to, if I may, do you have an extra dynamite stick there that I can borrow?
Okay, but that'll put me below 20 sticks.
I noted. I'll give it right back to you.
Please don't.
How far out is that fuel leaking off the boat?
You kind of see that sheen of the gas in the water beside the boat. This boat is about 10, 12 yards offshore. Has been kind of like sideswiped it and nudged it a little closer to shore. That smear of gas is kind of like enveloping the rear end of the boat now.
Alrighty. Paula, can I borrow that, my slingshot back? I'm gonna light up that dynamite and fire it right at that oil slick. Assuming that none of our people are in range yet, and Ben is also clear-ish.
Yeah, he's scooched off. He's like
I don't
he's
know.
doing like a big U-turn, coming back at the shore.
Yeah, I mean,
so
he's
yeah.
punching the guys that are shooting at us, so I like him so far, but...
Yeah, I did miss that part earlier about there being an oil slick. That's why I didn't throw the dynamite there. I just threw it at a guy.
Yes. Oh, good. No worries. Okay.
Just don't roll a failure, that's all.
Just don't roll a 1, yeah. I've been rolling so well. This is the one that missed. All right, D20. All right, that's pretty good. That's a 17.
You drop that dynamite right where you want. 4d6 damage plus the fuel, so we'll add a couple more 4s to that.
So that's 4d6, you said?
Make it 8. Since you hit the fuel, you're setting off the fuel tank at the same time.
This is the trailer shot.
Yeah, this is the big Bay explosion moment.
25.
Oof.
Yeah, the rear end of that boat, the driver who's kind of like up on a slightly higher platform, eyes go saucer size as they see the dynamite flying towards that slick of fuel, and they just vanish in a blast of fire.
Sucks to be those guys.
Shrapnel flying everywhere. As you stand there, classic movie style, none of the debris hits you as it flies past you. Manya. Nice one, Cora. Jeez. Brutal. Okay.
Manya will pat Cora on the shoulder and say, "You'll make a good trenchman." And
thank you.
There's one guy still moaning on the beach, right? The one that Apollo tried to blow up?
Yes.
I'll
Cora just took out 3 people at once. So.
I'll drag him back too. Second one to question.
Okay, so there's an unconscious man in the boat with Ben and you guys have 2 prisoners. So that's 3 prisoners.
I can make them unconscious too if we need to tie them up.
I think I have some rope. I think we could get the bobs to tie them up if I toss them some rope, yeah?
Yeah, I also have rope, so 2 ropes, 2 guys.
Yeah. Should be no problem.
Yeah.
No rope here.
All right. The battle is won. You now have Ben kind of running his boat ashore to join you if that's his plan, and then the Bobs are celebrating like they contributed to the battle.
They provided extra targets.
They did.
Yeah.
Physical support for Cora.
They were all in, as soon as they could do something. It's not their fault. The English wouldn't let them have weapons, and neither would I when they asked me for one. So sorry about that, Carlito.
That's fine. That's fine. I have my sword, and that'll do for
I'm
today.
really sorry. I'd offer to let you keep it, but it's Manya's. Do you want mine? I feel really bad. Like, can I give this to you? I'm like handing him my pistol. Like, I feel really bad that you can't have a gun. That's terrible.
Cora, you'll get me in trouble with the local authorities.
I kind of assumed that these are the kind of gentlemen that don't particularly care for the local authorities.
Well, it's your decision if you want to provide firearms to a rebel faction.
There are about 6 or 7 rifles and several pistols available by looting the fascists, if you wish.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind a rifle, though. I'm not happy about having to shoot with this pistol over long distances.
Yeah, so there's a 30-06 rifle, which is the 2d6 rifle, for 70 yards on its range. There are several of those lying about, and several other revolvers, 32s.
Okay, I'll take a rifle.
Yeah, for record-keeping purposes, Manya, I do make sure you get that Tommy gun back. I'll
Perfect.
hold on to the slingshot. And does Carlito accept the revolver? I mean, if he says no, I'm not going to push it on him.
He's already picking one up off of one of the prisoners. He's like
Okay.
he's looting one of the
Fair enough.
one of the Italian Mussolini mugs.
Then I will head down the beach to go meet our new friend.
Yeah, me too. I'll just be stuffing a handkerchief into my bullet hole.
Oh, did you want me to do something about?
What?
Oh, Amelia. Sorry, Amelia's still there. Let me. Sorry, give me 1 second to resolve Amelia really quickly, because I would do that before I'd go meet somebody new. How is?
Let me cut you off. I'm sorry, I don't want to, but let me cut you off. Amelia got dragged clear, and they actually put her in Carlito's car and drove her away from the fight.
Okay,
Just
very
to
good.
get her completely out of there, so not to
Got
deal
it.
with her anymore.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so
Yeah,
she
so I want to go
is-
talk to Ben as well.
so she's safe for the time being. All right. So yes, continuing down to say hi to Ben.
Oh yeah, no. So Ben hops off that German boat, and as he approaches y'all, there's a rifle in the sand, and he goes to do like a cool, like scoop it up with his foot and grab it, but like you can tell what he's trying to do, but it all looks really, really awkward. Like he gets it, but it's not as smooth as he thinks it is.
Apollo just nods like it worked perfectly. And what does Ben look like?
Yeah, Ben's like in his mid-30s. He's supposed to be wearing a relatively nice suit, but that's not in the best shape at this point. He does have a heavy jacket. Yeah, like just mid-30s, American, probably New Yorker. Although I can't do a really good New York accent, so
I did notice.
I'm not going to. Yeah.
Just from those 2 syllables.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was really bad. So I'm not going to attempt to do it more.
Ho, friend, you were a prisoner of these rascals.
Yeah, these goddamn fascists. They're
What?
everywhere out here.
Well, I hear
Wow.
that's the ticket these days in Italy.
Fuck them. But damn, that was a pyrotechnic show y'all put on.
Yes, we were glad to be of service, but do watch your language in front of the lady.
Oh, I'm fine. That was. Thank you very much for your assistance, Cora Montesquieu. I'll hand out my hand for an American handshake.
Very just very like American style. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet y'all. My name's Ben, and who might you all
we're
be?
both.
Yeah, everyone's shaking their
Yeah,
hands.
there's hands.
Everybody,
being shook.
we're
I
all
even-
we're all
I shake
just waving
Cora's
our hand.
hand for some reason. Yeah.
Yes, Cora Montesquieu. This is my associate, Mr. Apollo Johnson.
Indeed.
Manya, where are you at? Cindy,
I'm
where
right
did you-
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm right there.
Our other associate, Manya Petrov, and you said Lipson. You said
Yes, Ben Lifson.
Well, you're pretty handy in a fight,
pleasure.
Lipson.
I did my time during the war, so.
Yes.
Didn't we all? No, not all of us.
Some of us.
Well,
That can be for the best.
we all contributed in our own way on the home front, I'm sure.
I did a lot of USO tours. And did they have USO in
I
World War
say,
One? I don't know.
I don't
It's
know if they did or
30.
not.
Not sure.
Where are we? Is it 34?
It's
1934?
like late. It's like September 35. Yeah, so it's been.
September
It's been a few
35.
years.
So Cora was about 13 or 14 when the war.
Yeah, how old are all your characters? Just from like.
Oh.
me, Jason, asking.
Yes.
Apollo is 40.
Cora is her late 20s.
I can't remember. I think early 20s, young 20s.
The USO will not exist for 6 more years, but I was there doing an act for some reason.
Right.
Proto USO.
Ben's mid-30s.
Carlito looks at Ben. Is like, Ben. He knows you. You know him.
Oh.
Yes.
Where do I
He's
know you?
been.
I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from?
It's like, yes, we have spoke a couple of times on the radio. I've helped you move your inventory out of the area.
Ah. A good friend then.
Yes, yes.
So what is going on here?
I was about to
I got
ask you the
shanghaied
same.
by these fascists. I don't know what's going on here, but no good. There's nothing good like a dead fascist.
Agreed.
Well, we have some live ones, don't we? Perhaps we can go and ask them. Honestly, I'm not sure. And I'll turn to Carlito. Like, if you know Mr. Lifson, if you are familiar with this area, do you think they were shooting at us or at you? We just got here. I don't. But it wouldn't be out of the ordinary of the last few days for people just to start shooting at us as soon as we arrive somewhere, I have to say.
Yeah, I do have to say, it's not just because we're ugly or something. I think they all actually know who we are.
At one point, Ben overheard them talking while he was in the hold of that boat. As they approached, they said, "They've beat us here. We need to kill them." So Ben had overheard them mentioning that.
Yeah, they were here for y'all.
Yes, we were in a race.
We still are.
What are you racing for?
The secret of eternal youth, I believe.
I mean, we could. I guess we're just gonna tell everyone then, huh?
I can't imagine why anyone would want that. But
As a
I
quick reminder,
honestly don't expect people to believe me.
the tears of Tiamat are supposedly hidden somewhere in the ruins.
Yeah, there was a big old long poem about it, which I swear I put in my notes, but apparently I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I was looking for that too. Maybe we can grab that from you at the break.
Oh, you know why? Because I didn't put it in my notes on my character sheet. It's on the Discord.
Oh. Well, then never mind. I'll find on the Discord at the break.
I'm like, where did I put those? That was at the That was the French monkey wrench, wasn't it? Yes.
We'll track it down.
I got it.
But we're here. We don't need. Yes. And I will sort of walk up to you, Ben, and tuck my hand over your elbow, sort of like escort style, like start walking you up towards things like, so you move inventory. You're a merchant then?
Oh, yes. A thoroughly above the board merchant moving inventory.
Naturally.
Yes.
And does this inventory, what kind of above the board inventory might you be moving? Is it of the sparkly variety, of the paper variety, of the I hear
You could say it's the paper variety. I move lots of papers.
And I give you a wink, thinking I know exactly what you mean. And you're from New York, so I will just for the I'm going to let. Do we have live prisoners?
You got three.
Three.
You got, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was 2. Yeah, let's question someone.
Yes, indeed. But perhaps let us retreat to a. Carlito, do you have a slightly more private place? Perhaps we can. Where somebody else isn't going to bring another boat along and start shooting at us.
Can I do a quick retcon and have us have 2 prisoners.
You
And
want to kill
just
someone?
happened as Ben was exiting the boat, he put a slug in that fascist head.
Easy enough.
To be sure.
Cora, I'm really not sure about these 2 people we've gotten mixed up with. We're like, yes,
What,
we'll save the world, and they're like, let's just kill everybody.
No, just fascists.
Just fascists.
I mean, Apollo, I feel like beggars can't be choosers at this point.
They
I'm
certainly
new
can
to this
be.
whole.
I've been
I'm
a
new
beggar.
to this whole secret society game, and I'm used to a different type of society.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't.
Rufus,
any
I'm
help
not
is
sure about
good
these
help.
3 people we've gotten ourselves mixed up with.
That's yes.
That's fair.
Uh-huh. Can we head back? Does Carlito have somewhere where we can get out of sight of any passerbys, tourists?
Sneeze.
Is that your cat? We could hear that. It sounded
That's my
Wow.
it
cat.
sounded like a slinky
Thought it was a
bouncing down the
spray bottle.
stairs.
I thought somebody started playing along with the music, and I only just now realized you guys can't hear the music.
She's like, hash, 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 hash.
It was
hash.
in
Yeah, it was my
time.
cat.
It was in
Over
time with
there.
the current song.
It's like a
Over
Rorschach
there.
test of where our brains went.
Carlito suggests, he's like, well, if they were here for you, maybe there are others coming.
There
Not
are
sure what to do.
Always,
If they're looking for, that's true. If they are also looking for the tears of Tiamat, it may be prudent to try and find them ourselves very quickly and get out of here.
Indeed. Perhaps your associates can hold these people for us and question at a later time, and we should make tracks directly for the tiers.
Yeah, sure. My men can guard them.
Very well.
Is anyone
Did you
going to
wanna-
patch up my bullet wound, by the way?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
My
Did
two
you want to
bullets?
ask them a
My-
series of questions though before you go?
Okay, there's 2 ways we can go with this, right? We can either do the scene where a man who showed no pain while taking severe injuries suddenly winces when a woman cleans his wounds, or I can patch myself up without wincing in front of the prisoner to intimidate him.
Well, which one do you want to do?
Let me roll it. Odd the first one, even the second
There you
one.
go.
We'll do the second one.
Okay.
All right. So to resist the pain, that'll be a con check. Just give me one Constitution check to prevent wincing.
You got it. If it's not too high, that's a +1. I got a 13.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to resist the urge to.
So he just sees me like, a bullet.
Like, oh, can't do an Italian accent.
I'm just gonna look at him and say, "Did you want this back?"
No. He looks around, sees dead bodies. Like, what do you want from me?
That depends on who you are.
He looks around and is like, I'm just a soldier in the army, following orders.
The Italian army?
The Italians, but the Nazis are giving us the orders.
Yes, I have read that.
Are they actually dressed like soldiers, or are they dressed in plain clothes?
They're dressed in plain clothes. One of the people that got blown up was a woman in uniform.
Oh, diversity win. The bad guys are including women in there.
Wait,
There's female thugs as well as male thugs.
Only the woman was wearing a uniform?
Only. All the others are wearing like,
She was just like exceptionally proud of it.
Oh, she was. Yeah.
You're supposed
An
to be undercover.
Italian
She's like, no.
army uniform?
Yeah, was it an Italian army uniform? Did we know? Did I know that before I blew her up?
She was in the big boat. She was just standing up as the pilot when
Okay.
Cora blew it up.
Oh.
So I'd like to kneel
Cora,
down.
yeah.
Lie
sorry.
down with dogs, get up with dynamite.
Yeah, I'd like to kneel down in front of this guy and say, "You say you're a soldier, but you came here ununiformed and attacked civilians without warning. You are not protected by any conventions surrounding the rules of war, and I'd like you to think about that while we ask you some questions."
Okay. Ben, you know the woman in uniform. It was a Nazi uniform.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
So this guy
it
looking at you, Apollo, scared.
All right.
Yeah, these.
Yeah. After I say that, I pull the second bullet out. Ugh.
Yeah, these are Mussolini's dogs, but they were taking their where-tos from one of Hitler's scum.
I'll never understand what those two see in each other.
Fascism.
Well,
Basically.
this is my dog. His name's Rufus, and he bites whoever I tell him to bite.
Brr, he growls at the guy on the ground.
Yeah. Anyway, you're scared now, right?
Yes, ask your questions and then let me go.
What did you come here looking for? Our friend Ben here said that he heard you talking about us beating you here. What would you have done if you'd beaten us here?
I don't know. She was given orders.
The Nazi woman.
Need to know, she said.
Rotten
Well,
luck
that's
to have blown up the only one who knew.
That's Ben. Ben leans into Apollo and whispers, "Ask if he knows if they've got backup coming."
Oh, yeah. Do you have anyone else coming?
It's possible she had a radio. She might have called somebody.
You're saying a lot of I don't knows, friend.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know
really
if
don't.
you're going to be walking out of here. It seems like you have a better chance if you're friendly with the people in front of you now.
You've already killed all my friends.
That's not true. We've
But
got
you're
that guy over there.
And you're still alive. Wouldn't you like to stay that way?
Yeah. I mean, if
Yes.
you'd really like to see all your friends in Nazi hell, we can arrange that.
Just following orders.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'm getting real tired of that one. Look, I know soldiers talk. Maybe you didn't know officially what you were here to do, but you heard something. What was it? And I'm going to grab his thumb as I ask.
You gonna give it a tweak or just grab it?
I'm just going to grab it firmly in a very communicative manner.
He's like, ow, 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 ow. I'm all like, roll some more intimidation. That would be your charisma.
That's let's see. Can
Well,
I
let's use your
add?
physic. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I add communication to it?
Yeah, communication.
All right.
It's fine. Yeah.
Oh, it's not great. It's bad. It's real bad.
I would give you. Let's just give you advantage since you're like this hulking mass in front of him.
That's fine then. 17.
He is definitely intimidated. He's shaking in his boots. They were talking about, I don't know, something about the Tiamat's tears. I mean, I don't know anything about that, but supposedly, you know, the Nazis want these artifacts.
So the Nazis are onto Tiamat's tears. What do you know?
Didn't you all know about the Tiamat's tears already?
We did.
Italian. Give us information we don't already have.
I want to ask him about the evil secret faction, but for some reason I cannot find their name. The bad guys that we...
Hang on, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The serpents.
But it was some kind of serpent, not just the serpents. Hold on, I'm gonna
The
go
silver
for
serpents.
the silver serpents.
We had the Sapphire
Yeah, I know
Society
that's from.
and the Azure Serpents.
The Azure Serpents, that's what I was trying to think of.
Yes,
I'm gonna ask him about the Azure Serpents. Oh, what happened to my notes?
Azure serpents, you're going to the temple.
Yeah, I want to say, have you heard the name Azure Serpents?
I haven't, no, but Azure. I've heard that word though. Nothing about serpents.
Okay.
But the
Azure.
Nazis, they're I don't.
I'm gonna ask you.
My thumb.
Okay, I'm gonna let go of his thumb for a second. I want to ask you a serious question as a guy who works for Nazis. Like, you know Nazis are the bad guys, right? Because I know the Azure Serpents are the bad guys, and when I saw Nazis here, I was not surprised at all, because they're the bad guys. Right? Like, you know that, don't you? You just, like... You have to because you're Italian? Is that what it is? Okay, but you could have.
I mean, we're doing pretty good. I mean, I have she's supposed to have trouble, but now she's got food.
It seems like if you're on the kind of mission that you're on, you must be someone who's bought in. Nah, whatever.
He looks over at Ben. He's like, but that man has been, smuggling people out of the country. We had orders to stop him.
You've been smuggling
Why
people?
wouldn't you want me getting people out of the country?
That seems like if you're against that, you're one of the bad guys. I think. Yeah. Okay.
I'll look up at you, Ben, and say, bad people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say what he would say about.
Yeah,
those
I will
people.
go ahead and I will go ahead and knock him out before he says it.
Pretend he says something really horrible about
Yeah.
a certain group of people.
Oh, yeah.
Does he say something horrible about a certain group of people
No, Apollo knocked him out.
beforehand? Okay.
Well, when he said that he was against people being smuggled out of the country, that was all Apollo needed.
Yeah.
Just,
All right.
he's unconscious.
Whap.
Yeah. I didn't make a fist because I was being merciful. I didn't want to kill him.
Yeah, he slapped him out.
Oh, I assumed it was because you don't, like, Ben assumes it's because you don't respect him.
It's
if you
both.
punch him with a fist, that's showing him respect.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's kind of both, yeah.
So you've knocked out the fascist pig.
Yeah, it's more about Apollo respecting himself. He doesn't want to kill a prisoner. He'll kill a man in a fight, but not a prisoner. Yeah.
I mean, it's like the pig said, better a pig than a fascist.
Let's question the other fascist.
Do we need to? I mean, what else do we need to know at this point?
We have two guys. We may as well see if one knows more than the other. I mean, can we just fast forward and pretend we asked him similar questions and see if he knows anything else?
He knows a little bit more. He gives up that they were definitely there for the Tears of Tiamat.
Okay.
The Führer wants them because they have the power to manipulate the elements, basically to alter the weather.
Oh. Did we know that? I didn't. I don't remember that. That's cool.
I don't
I'm gonna
think
get
we
one
got
of those
into
and become the new god of thunder. How about that?
And he mentions that there was a French woman that had sent them message to come here.
Ah, yes.
Hmm.
French woman.
Friend of
We
yours?
broke into her house already.
Yes, well, friends. Oh, she's tried to kill us. We've tried to stop her. Yes.
It happens.
She
I
threw
feel
a
like-
bomb at me and Amelia on the roof of the Empire State Building. It was very rude.
Yeah,
I
Lorelai.
do feel
Mhm.
like a lot of things that have happened to us in the past week have been just trying not to get killed by sudden attackers.
Yes.
At no point
Accurate.
have we started a fight. That's
Also
not true.
accurate.
We did start the fight against the bank robbers, but they were robbing us at the time. So that was
The
it.
train robbers?
No, the
justifiable,
diner
right?
diner robbers. The diner robbers.
The diner rob. Well, see, I feel like they instigated that, as you said, by trying to rob us. Again, we really have people keep trying to rob us or kill us. We tend to respond very similarly.
Yes, we finish things. But we don't start them, usually. Unless you're robbing
Yes.
us at a diner. We're very serious about our coffee and pancakes.
Yes, and you got the like the miniature EMP device and those 2 sets of owl goggles.
Oh, that's right. That's right. What do the
Allow you
owl
to see in-
goggles do again? I'm sorry.
They allow you to see in the dark.
Night vision.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, night vision.
right, we had.
Yeah.
All right.
It
Well,
might come in handy soon.
it might. Mr. Lifson, not to speak on behalf of our new friends here, and I'm gesturing towards the various Bobs, who I assume at this point are cleaning up the evidence of the fight that just
Yeah,
happened.
pretty much. Yeah, dealing with bodies and such. Yeah,
Thanks, Bobs.
cleaning
Yeah.
up the 2 boats that are intact. Yeah,
These
We
guys
turn
are
around
just-
and just the beach is spotless again.
These
Like,
guys are
wow,
just
that was
downright helpful.
They are. It's amazing.
Excellent.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever
I-
noticed in this kind of adventure when you go to a strange location, everyone there is just either an enemy or super friendly and helpful?
Yes.
I haven't gotten that
They
far
just
yet.
sort of fade into the background.
Yeah. Anyway, those are probably the guys who can help us find the tiers, so we should talk to them after
Well,
the break.
Could
After-
you use some help?
Mr. Oh, I was going to ask Mr. Lifson if you needed. Would you like us to talk to them about getting you a ride back to town, or?
Well, if whatever you're doing sounds very exciting, and he looks at his wrist and there's no watch on it, and I have some time, so if you wouldn't mind me tagging along, this all sounds very nice.
Well, if you're against fascism, you definitely would like to keep the Tears of Tiamat out of the hands of...
Definitely,
Yeah.
especially if I get to shoot fascists.
I mean, it's in the cards.
It is.
By all means.
All right. Are we doing the break then?
yeah, that's a great spot. We'll pick
Okay,
up
great.
from there.
We'll see everyone
Welcome
in
to
about...
the team.
Welcome to the team. You look trustworthy.
Welcome to the party. Yeah.
You've got that main character energy we're looking for.
10 minutes, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then. Welcome back. Sorry we're late. We were busy talking about gas prices and preferred grocery stores.
Literally true.
Literally true. All right. So we questioned 2 fascists. Jason's out of focus, and I'm halfway out of frame completely. So, what?
Yeah,
do
I've been
we,
out of
what do we
focus
do now?
like all
Straighten
night.
up, people.
No, not all night. You've been coming in and out.
Well, yeah, because I keep
All right.
noticing and going, okay, come on, get me, and then
Let's
coming
do this,
back.
people. Tears of Tiamat.
Yes.
Tiamat, big dragon, 5 heads. Don't like her.
Huh?
So
But
what?
she's trying.
Here, yeah, Matt. What we got to get? We got to go out to like ancient Mesopotamia or some shit.
No, we have to get sucked into a game, and then in episode 1,
The ruin of Hagar Gim they're they're really, really old. I was surprised when I finally looked those up for real. They've been on that island of Malta for a very long time. To enter, you kind of search through the area. The bobs are like over here, and there's like this big like stone slab that you have to move and kind of, and it's only roughly like a 3 foot by 3 foot hole in the ground.
Yeah, if anyone has a spare screen, do look up Hagar Kim. It's pretty cool looking.
Hagar Kim? Okay.
Yeah.
QIM.
QIM.
Yeah. And about 8 feet down in the darkness is a stone passageway leading off to the east.
Okay.
Right? Yes, to the east.
Darkness, you say? Darkness, Ben says, clicking on his flashlight.
What a device! Where'd you get such a thing?
Out of my inventory.
I put away my flare that I was getting out and my torch in my other hand.
I also pull out my flashlight that's in my inventory.
Flashlights in 1934 were what, 8 pounds?
They were very, it's taking up a big chunk.
I have a flashlight as well.
Okay. Oh, wait, so do I.
No, it's funny if all of us have it except for you.
No, you're right, I'm crossing it off.
I'm
sacrificing my flashlight for the joke. Okay.
No, if you actually had it on your inventory.
No, it's gone. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
I had a flare and a torch and a flashlight. I had all of those things in my inventory.
In a box of dynamite.
Yeah, most of a box.
Partially depleted. All right, so who's going down into the underworld first?
I believe
I'll totally lead.
I guess I'll let you lead.
Like that.
I don't have it. I think Apollo would let you lead. I feel like, there's no reason I wouldn't.
Yeah, Cora definitely would.
The passage that you drop down into is roughly 7 foot wide, and about 10-15 feet just to the east there's a stairwell that leads down to a what appears to be a stone wall.
Oh, I do have my new rifle handy though, so I can shoot over Ben's head if need be.
As you examine the stone wall, you realize that it's actually a very large circular stone that is sitting in a concave depression in the floor.
These are like the doors in Cappadocia, that city under Cappadocia.
Oh, I don't know about this. What do they spin?
Well, they kind of turn. They're like and Ben starts trying to maneuver the door so it rolls out of the way.
I will assist.
You place your hands on it and strain until you give me a strength check.
Oh yeah, baby. Be the first. Are you fucking kidding me?
What'd you get?
A 10.
I got a 19.
Yeah, it's been like
all night.
Ends like it kind of like it tips up a little bit and won't go. And Apollo kind of like puts one hand on there and pushes it aside.
Yeah, it must be something gumming up the works because those are supposed to just move.
Yeah,
I pat you on the shoulder, Ben, and say he's a professional. It's okay.
I can tell.
She literally means it. I am a circus strongman in another job. Also, occasionally a bodyguard.
Oh no, sir! Yeah. I can tell.
Okay, I appreciate that. You can tell I'm trying to be like supportive, like, hey, it's all right. Not everyone's good at everything, but also I'm like really proud of the fact that you could tell.
Yeah.
What do we find beyond this door?
As the door slides aside and you peer down the hallway, roughly another 10 or 15 feet, there is a chamber beyond. As you enter the chamber, it is roughly 30 feet by 30 feet with a 10-foot circular pool of water in the center.
The exact movement speed of a human.
Yeah. I'm going to... I know, Steve, you asked me about visuals earlier. I do have some stuff. I'm just going to drop them in the chat.
Alrighty, and I will
I'm
get
curious.
them into here as quickly as I can.
Oh, okay. Okay. I would like to go ahead and inspect the pool of water. Is that a roll?
Give me an awareness check as you. It's a 10-foot circular pool of water. There's a slow drip of water coming from a small hole in the ceiling.
Okay. Is that
the passage to the? I'm sorry. There is a passage down some stairs above you in the room there.
What is an awareness check? Sorry.
Is that an alertness check?
Alertness.
Yeah.
I apologize. Yeah, alertness.
Okay. Alrighty. And can you remind me? I'm sorry. Checks are on D20 as well, or are they on?
Yes. Yeah. D20
okay.
plus.
Is that how it goes, Mia?
Oh no.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. My luck is broken. That is a nat 1 for alertness.
As you peer into the murky, dark water, you don't really see anything with that alertness check. Pretty, just a funky. The water is kind of kind of icky, not so fresh, but
yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, she got nothing.
Yeah, Ben's taking a long look around, like taking the long way around the room, shining his flashlight, looking for any inscriptions or writing or anything.
There's the walls are pretty bare. There are some tool marks and such, and some dust that's gathered on the floor, but undisturbed dust for who knows how many hundreds, if not thousands of years.
Is there any writing or anything carved into this basin of water in the center of the room?
There is not, no.
Oh.
It's just kind of the elaborate pattern on top. So,
do I see anything else in the basin of water?
Give me an alertness check as well to peer into the water.
Well, it's not a 10. It's an 8.
An 8. You're kind of shining your flashlight down in there as best you can. It looks to be pretty deep. At this 10-foot circular pool, you can easily see it's a couple feet deep. But as you kind of like flash your light a little bit, you can see it. The pool extends deeper underground than the floor of the room that you are in.
That seems like a deep well they got there. Anything we could drop into it?
I have my rope. I took my rope back off the guy we tied up, by the way.
I don't think rope will sink. I'm going to wander.
Tie something to the end.
Yeah, are there any stones around it? Stones? Yeah, no, I got what you're putting down. Yeah, are there any loose stones?
Apparently, it wasn't universal. Yeah, I'll tie a loose stone to it and drop it, and we can do like a sounding thing. See how deep it is.
Easy enough. Plunk. With the rope.
Yeah, I'll use my crowbar if there's no rocks.
It's about 20 feet deep.
All right. I'll swing my rope around the walls of the thing to see if there are any openings down there.
So basically, you pull a rope taut against the side and just kind of slowly walk around. You feel the rock kind of chunking along around the bottom, and then it's just kind of clunk, clunk, and then it like hangs up for a brief second and then comes loose again.
It feels like there's some kind of opening. I don't know if that's normal for a well or not. I've never really sounded a well before. Maybe there's like an inlet where the water comes from. I don't know. Or maybe it's a passage.
It could be just a dent in the wall.
Well, there is this passageway to the north here.
True.
I say with my flawless sense of underground direction.
Yeah, no, that is very true. That's very true, Apollo. Ben says, shining his light up this passageway.
I've got to know where you got such a wonderful device.
I mean, ask your friends have them too.
I didn't know these things existed. Where I come from, we light fires.
Apollo, we're from the same place.
No, we're not. I literally come from a circus.
Are you all circus
There?
folk?
No.
We do not come from the same place.
Varying levels of horror, disgust, shock.
No, I feel like Apollo's level of amazement at the flashlight is akin to like a new phone has a cool feature. Like, he's not amazed that electronics exist. He's just like never seen someone pull out a flashlight before.
I'm laughing at just that real synchronized no for entirely different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very proud of where I come from.
Excuse me. The passageway leads down some stairs. About 7, 8, 9, 10 stairs. So it goes down about 10 feet roughly into a longer. As you this drop another one for you, Steve.
Okay. Based on my sounding of the well, do those stairs go in the same direction as the passageway I discovered down there?
No. They leads for the simplification of it, you clunked against something that points to the east at the bottom of the well.
I think it might go the other way.
Other way, yeah.
That way?
There you go. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So they both ultimately go east at some point. Bring that into there, and I'm going to move the whole thing off of Sarah's face and this guy's face.
Oh, I'm out.
There we go. All right.
It's like, well, bye, well, move on.
Well.
Okay, so Apollo thinks that someone should explore the passageway at the bottom of the well, but is hesitant for it to be him because he is the largest one and it's probably a narrow passage.
Yeah. Yeah, Cora looks down there and is like, Pat, let's try the stairs.
Yeah,
I'm
perhaps
more of
we'll
a
try the
stairs person.
Okay, we'll try the stairs first, but
Yeah,
let's
the
remember
stairs-
that that's there because we are looking for something that nobody has found yet, and this is a fairly well-known site.
Well known.
Cora?
Hey,
Wells
heard what
do
you
need
did
a
there.
source. It might be nothing but just the inlet for the well.
Your
well played.
latest vice is better than murder, which is what some of our party is into. But
Puns, murder.
not by much.
How much more of that dynamite do you have?
21 sticks.
There's lots of it, yeah.
The box of dynamite starts with 25.
Yes, this isn't really something I can address with a flask of laudanum laced brandy. So I'm really
All right.
jumping into a 10-foot well and swimming down an unknown passage isn't something that Cora's down with.
What about you, Manya? You're a fairly small fellow.
No, I grew up on a farm. I know better than to jump into wells.
Fair enough. Off we go down the stairs.
I'm not from a farm and I know that.
I am not from a farm either, but we're off on an adventure. We're doing dangerous things.
I have no problem with dangerous things, Mr. Johnson. Jumping down a well, I have a problem with.
There needs to be a reason, at least.
Yes.
Well, the reason might
Small
be a little
child
bit metagame.
save,
Perhaps. The reason might be a little bit metagame, but there is a reason. All right,
So,
let's
is
go.
there anything interesting in this new passage?
As you go down the stairs and peer down the hall. Of course, you can see that other stairwell branch off to the south down there. The hallway appears to be just a hallway.
It appears to be. I'm going to go ahead and roll a rock down it. I saw this in a flick show once. I'm going to roll a rock down the hallway, see if it sets off any traps.
How big a rock? Not very big.
Bowling ball sized.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
So
I would. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead, Jason. Sorry.
So Ben wants to take his flashlight and start tapping it, or no, he's holding the flashlight and he's going to take the butt of that rifle he found, and he just wants to go just steady along that outer wall, just tapping the wall, trying to see if there's any part of it that might be a hidden passage of some sort.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
I will be patient.
Manya's just guarding. Manya's just watching and guarding.
Yeah, I will be patient and follow Ben's progress.
Jason, can you remind me? You mentioned a few minutes ago the door. You said it reminded you specifically of something, or Ben did, I guess. But
it's give me a hot sec, and I will see if I can't get you an actual name.
I beg your pardon. You said was it Cappadocia? Cappadocia?
Yeah.
Okay. Cora, I'd like to use one of my special abilities here, which is one of my special talents, which is the Traveler talent. I can spend one of my Pulp points to automatically succeed in a lore check related to a country. Cora's standing here thinking about what Ben said about Cappadocia, and I'd like to succeed in a lore check to Darren Kuyu, thank you. I'd like to auto succeed on a lore check to kind of get a sense of if the door was from this era, what else in terms of passageways or traps should we be, what other common features might we be looking for? And I will spend a Pulp point to do so. And if you want to, if that doesn't relate to this exact moment, Mia, if you want to hold that lore request until later, that is, of course, fine with me, and just reveal it at the appropriate moment.
For a bit later, yeah. Just maybe just do a general alertness in the area.
I'll do an alertness right now. That's going to be a 11, 12.
Okay, a 12. Then do you want to add your instinct to that? So 15?
I do. No, I'm sorry. That was with the instinct added. Yeah, I rolled a 7, so that's +4 for instinct, +1 for my skill.
You don't see anything unusual in the area. Ben, you said the outer wall. You're tapping along that.
Yeah, up along that, basically starting at that southwest corner and just going clockwise.
Okay, so tap, 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 tap. About the time you reach the spot almost directly across the stairs, there's some tiles, and you see those like other colored tiles in the floor. As you're tapping along, you hear a very slight sound of hollowness in the wall.
Oh. Hey,
just right there by that first tile along the upper wall. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, there's something there's something going on in the wall here, and I demonstrate tap tap tap, top top top.
I will assist in any search for a trigger.
I would like to take. I have very good manipulation. I'd be happy to kind of jump in here. and see if I can use my manipulation check to find a button or a trigger or anything like that.
Okay, Ben is standing kind of there by the tile. Are you going to step out of the way, Ben, or is she going to step?
Oh yeah, no, Ben will totally step out of the way.
Okay.
Okay. That's much better. That's going to be a 21.
And that was on manipulation?
On manipulation, yes.
Right. As you're like kind of feeling along the wall, there's like you find like a piece of the grout in the wall seems to have a little give to it between the rocks.
Okay. I kind of gently push my thumb in there.
You kind of get your thumb in there just a little bit, but it's really tight. You can't really get it in there. But as you do that, you hear a mechanism go click, swing, and out swings a giant bladed weapon.
Oops.
Give me a quick dexterity save to avoid getting hit by that, Cora.
Sure. Remind me, is that another D20 with my dex bonus?
D20 plus your dex bonus, adding an instinct as well. Again, we're in high danger, so.
Okay, so that's going to be a 14 to save.
All right, you avoid getting cut. Just as it springs out, you leap backwards, and this big bladed weapon swings out of the wall really fast, and then it snaps back into the wall with the sound of like a spring mechanical metal sound.
Only the penitent man will pass.
I sort of stare at it for a second where it just disappeared. I'm like, yep, that was certainly a thing in the wall, all right.
It was a trap, but is it possible that there is a passage here?
Should we?
Maybe we should keep going down the non-secret passage.
Indeed.
All right, we're aware of the trap.
Cora's done with that.
Yeah,
Cora's moving forward.
We shall avoid the trap. Thank you, Cora, for detecting the trap.
Are you walking down the same side of the hallway or the other side?
I think we should stay to the side that we know how to avoid the trap on.
Who's got the 10-foot pole to tap all the squares before we step?
Yeah, so Ben's gonna say, yeah, let's avoid that. And standing kind of right in front of the stairs we came down, taps the butt of the rifle on the floor to his right.
Okay.
Nothing happens. Again, Apollo had rolled a large rock down there. You'd have to apply more pressure than that rock weighed to trigger any devices that might be there.
Apollo, about how much did that rock weigh?
If anyone else wants to roll an alertness check too, I know Cora didn't see anything. But...
Probably about.
I mean,
I said it was bowling ball size, but bowling balls are hollow, so probably about 20 pounds.
I mean,
I could roll an
looking
alertness.
around too. Never mind.
I'll roll an alertness. I haven't rolled one yet.
Yeah, after that springy trap, you all kind of like take a second, look around, examine the room.
11.
Cora, I'd let you do it again, but at disadvantage since you failed the first time. If you want to do another.
Alertness again? Okay.
Oh, I haven't done one.
And Manya, what did you get on yours?
14.
14.
I got 17.
Well,
That's
there you
gonna
go. Manya, and I'm sorry, Cora, what'd you say?
13.
Okay. Manya, you notice that those tiles in the floor, they have a small gap around them, and you suspect they might be a pressure plate there. Apollo, you kind of get down and see what she's pointed out, and you look down across and you see that each of those little tiles is just slightly above the floor, realizing that all of those discolored tiles are possibly pressure plates to set off additional traps.
What I'd like to do is use my crowbar, and I send you guys a step or two back up the stairs we came down. lay on the ground, and use my crowbar to push down each tile one at a time to see if I can find a safe way to get across. Unless the space between the tiles is wide enough to walk
on. The space between, and considering how far the first blade snapped out, it snapped out about half the width of the hallway.
Okay. But what I'm asking is, on the map here, we have very clearly defined squares where those tiles are. The space between, if we were to walk down the exact center, could we do it without stepping on any of them, or is it not wide enough?
Yes, with a successful balance check, a dexterity check to make your way through the avoid falling pits, traps, avoid rolling boulders. So yeah, something to tightrope walk it.
So what do you guys think? Is it better for the four of us to all make checks to see if we can get down that thin strip of stone? Or is it better for me to deliberately set off the traps to see if we can disarm them by setting them off?
If I were metagaming, I would point out that I have been rolling mediocre at best tonight.
And I feel like having one person set them off who's ready for it is better than having four people try to not set them off, just statistically.
Yeah. How high was that blade?
Roughly waist high.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was horizontal?
Yeah, it came out horizontally from the wall.
Oh, okay.
Apollo, if you did a sort of a lizard walk.
Yeah, that's my plan. And lay on the ground. Having seen the blade, I want to lay on the ground. And if the rock wasn't heavy enough, that's why I want to use my crowbar to push down without my body actually being over the tile.
Okay.
Quick question. I'm so sorry. Can you remind me, Mia? You said how is the rock being suspended? Is it on a track that's going to roll down? Is it on a rope?
What rock?
Huh?
Sorry, I missed something. Sorry. Never mind. Ignore me.
Okay. There's no rock. There was a blade that swung out and hit you, and I'm using a crowbar.
Okay.
Or a blade that swung out and didn't hit you, and I'm using a crowbar to try and push the tiles down.
Gotcha.
So, as you proceed, Apollo, the first blade covers the first 2 blocks at the top of the hallway.
Okay. That's the one Cora already set off.
That's the one that Cora set off. The next one... Sorry, go ahead.
The one that she set off, does it appear to have reset? Can it be set off?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It snaps out again. The next one that comes out covers, let's see, the bottom wall, the second and third squares.
Okay. I see. So we can potentially go on the south side for 2 squares and then hop up to the north side for 2 squares. And then I will check the end of the hallway.
And that's the same thing. You could maneuver in a zigzag pattern down the hall.
Great. I will discover that and demonstrate it to my comrades, and we will do so.
It's like playing hopscotch back on the street.
Yes.
What's that episode of Deep Space Nine? I have to play the game.
Alamarine.
That's it, Alamarine.
I was thinking of only in the footsteps of God shall he proceed. Jehovah starts with an I.
Yeah, I just watched that movie today.
Yeah, I noticed.
It's like I had quoted it earlier. Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. All right, so you all safely make it to the hallway, and that next set of stairs leading down again leads down about 10 or so feet.
Okay. Wow. Am I the only one seeing Sarah's video
No, I'm a few seconds
behind her voice? Yeah.
I'm a lot of seconds behind.
Yeah, it's jumpy.
Yeah, it's weird.
Should I here, let me try turning off. Let me turn it off and back on again.
S for Sarah. And
Okay, does that do it?
no, but it's a lot closer.
Better, but yeah, that's weird that I'm still so far off.
Well, you're not going to fix it that way. Let's see what's down this hallway.
You
But I
enter.
believe that I can. Hey, I think that did it.
Never
Well,
mind.
no, we're closer.
Don't worry about it. Okay, here we got a new picture.
Okay.
You enter this larger chamber, roughly 15 by, or I'm sorry, 25 by 50, roughly. As you all enter the room, a large slab of stone comes down from the ceiling, sealing off the way back up the stairs.
What a jerk.
There's a small puddle of water pooling beneath two bronze pipes that are poking into the poking through the wall near the top of the ceiling, about 8-9 feet up.
Two pipes, top of the ceiling.
Yep, and that slab of stone slams down, preventing your retreat back up the stairs.
Oh shit!
And then water just starts pouring in through the pipes and
does.
flooding
Yep.
the room.
Mia,
Yep.
would it be possible for us to make an instinct check to see if we can wedge something under that slab of stone as it falls?
As it comes down, I would say give me a high dex check.
Okay. Now I'll see what I can do, because I do have the crowbar in my hand, and I feel like if that was dropping, there's a slight chance I might get it under.
As you say, it depends on who came into the room first. I don't really have a marching order, so I know
No,
Ben
at
said
this
he
point,
was
no.
kind of leading earlier.
Yeah.
It was me in the trapped hallway, but after that point, I don't know. So I rolled a 12 on the die. If it's Dex, that's just flat 12. If I can add Instinct, it becomes 15.
Yeah, I was wanting to set that high because it's like a hugely heavy stone and just wham. Maybe you get your crowbar under there, but it like smashes it flat if you almost
I hold
traps
up the
it.
broken end of my crowbar. Damn 1930s iron.
It's kind of caught up under there. Yeah.
In my day, we used to have strong steel. Toss that broken crowbar away.
Yeah, if this room's filling up, you know what? Ben's gonna go back to his previous plan and start to just from where that stairway spills out, just start going clockwise around the room. Like, is there a way? Is there like another doorway or something? Is part of this wall hollow that maybe we can get knock down, get through, open up, dynamite open?
And I will go counterclockwise so that we can cover the room twice as fast.
All right. As you go counterclockwise, Apollo, you hear a hollow sound about midway across the wall between those two pipes, about waist high. The water's rushing in really fast. By the time you find that, the water's about thigh deep, and it's deeper at that end of the room as the room tilts in that direction.
Okay.
Away from the pipes or towards the pipes?
The pipes poke out, and the room tilts down towards that, so it's slowly flooding full from that low end of the room.
I am going to start feeling for a trigger, pushing on the wall as hard as I can, seeing if I can get it open somehow.
Okay. That'll be a manipulation check, and Ben, as he's down there doing that, and you're tapping around, as you round the corner to the south there, you can kind of see in the picture that there is a door there. The stone's like tunk, 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 and then tunk, tunk. It's still stone sounding, but it doesn't have that same solid tone coming off of it.
I will actually call Cora for the manipulation check between these pipes.
Absolutely. And so, I'm sorry, and you find this between the pipes?
Yeah. It's dead
Okay.
center
Yeah,
between the two.
Okay. I will come over, and Ben, do you call out that you found something? Which part of the room do you find this sort of hollow sound behind it?
You can actually see on the picture where
Yeah,
there's another passageway that's
like
been cut off
Oh, okay.
by the bottom. You see it?
Yeah.
Yep, I see it.
But I figured since I'd already done that like earlier, I could keep doing it.
Okay. So I'm good like to make 2 checks because I'm going to investigate both of these, if I may. I'll investigate Apollo's first since I'm closer, and just roll. Basically, would this just be a straight manipulation check to see if I can figure out what's going on with this wall?
Yeah, to like figure out
With the pipes, if I can find any sort of shut-off mechanism nearby.
Yeah, that hollow space that Apollo found.
Okay.
Just have to manipulate it to get it
Great.
open. So to speak.
I pull out my own crowbar, and I'm going to go ahead and do a manipulation check. All right, that's solid. That's going to be an 18.
Oh, all right. Good. The map I'm looking at, I've got all these DCs on it. I'll show it to y'all later.
Yeah.
You get that in there with a 14. So 18, you pop the stone out, and inside is you've got to reach in about a foot, and there's like a lever, like a polished wooden lever attached to a gear box in the wall.
Okay.
Pull the lever!
I do.
That'll be a strength check on that.
Oh boy. Well, I don't have a negative.
I'll pull the lever.
I just Apollo, maybe you try this. Scoot out of the way.
Oddly, my strength's only +1, but I got a 13.
That's
yeah,
with instinct and everything. That's enough to you struggle with it a bit, and then it breaks free from the years of calcification, and you pull that lever over, and you hear this grinding of gears behind the wall, and the water's like shushing in, and it like slowly trickles to a few drips as you close the valve.
Does it drain, or does it just stop filling up?
It just stops filling up. The water now at that end of the room is about chest deep. Where Ben is standing, it's just about mid-thigh.
I feel like chest deep means 2 different things for Apollo and Cora.
Yeah.
It's more like waist deep for Apollo, maybe like up to here on Cora. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, can Ben attempt to manipulate this hollow that he's discovered to see if he can open it?
Yes. Use strength or manipulation, one or the other.
I'll use manipulation.
Okay.
You want to roll something? God, damn it. Do I get to add instinct to that?
Yes.
It's 11.
Yeah, you definitely realize it's a hidden door, and it shifts just a little bit under your weight and force, but it doesn't move.
Yeah, I got a hidden. I think I got a hidden door over here. Can anyone better at this stuff than I am? AKA,
I can give it a try.
Oh yeah, Manya, go for it.
Let me give it a try. Let's see. Ooh, 20.
That'll do. That should do. I mean, I'm not...
Manya comes over and she just like, or he, excuse me, gives it a good shoulder, and it like depresses in, and then it like slowly starts to grind up into the ceiling, revealing some stairs behind there leading up.
Oh wow! I see. I was just going to use the dynamite. Great job, Manya.
Thank you.
And the stairs are up.
Stairs up. Mm-hmm.
I just sigh like another outfit ruined. Go ahead and head on up. Yeah.
come up this stairs, you come into a roughly 30 by 50 room with 6 columns and a large stone statue of a 5-headed hydra in the alcove at the far end of the room. There are various like cuneiform carvings in the wall.
Oh.
And decorative motifs on each of the columns.
There's a word you don't hear every day.
Now I would like to use my pulp point to auto succeed on a lore check. It's technically related to travel, but can I know something about this cuneiform writing?
Yes, actually, you can piece together that this room is, or once was, a room of worship, and that the that Tiamat was worshipped here. And that's really not much to give you. But there is also a warning to proceed no further.
Which way does it tell us not to go? Because this doesn't seem to have any doors in it.
Well,
I think it means don't go any further into the room. Did you say that the Hydra statue was down in the half circle part, Mia?
Yeah, it's like standing there looking out into the room. It's fairly large, probably about 10 feet at the tip of its head. And it's just kind of sitting in a coiled mass there with its legs kind of like Sphinx style out in front of it.
I'll take my broken half of a crowbar and see if it is hollow underneath where the dragon sits. Clink, clink, clink.
As you get close to it and come within about 10 feet, one of the heads goes, turns and looks at you. The claws in the floor claw at the ground, and another head turns and looks at you, and this animated stone statue rises up and would roar if it could make noise, but it's a statue. It just makes noise by crunching through the room.
I shall grapple the stone dragon.
Okay. It's got 5 heads. It's got 5 heads. Yeah, we could roll initiative or just, go in Dex order. Again, we'll...
Yeah, I feel as though this is the moment Apollo was born for.
Yeah.
go.
All right.
We'll just have Apollo go first and then go around the circle.
He can claim that, yeah.
If that's okay with Ben.
Apollo one-shots it.
that's fine.
I would like to... So it's got 5 heads. How mobile are the heads? Like, is this mechanical or is this magic? Is what I'm asking, I guess.
I debated whether it would be like a bronze statue, kind of like the Minotaur and like those classic Ray Harryhausen.
I was just thinking like stop motion Ray Harryhausen.
Exactly
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
thinking.
Kind of like a big.
Like, is
That's
it
the vibe.
motion looking or is it like animatronic looking? Not
It's
that it would be animatronic, but is it like, are there demonstrable seams that things are like rotating on as opposed to like it's stone but it's flesh?
it's a stone statue. It's an animated statue, like a stone golem would be. Yeah.
Okay. So it's alive or animated magically.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta change over to some. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. This one. The music.
I'm just saying the only art I had for that was the D&D art. So
Yeah, we'll skip it.
we'll skip it.
We know what a 5-headed dragon in Tiamat looks like. I'm gonna roll a check to grapple it. That comes out dirty 20 if it's just dice plus attack. If it's instinct, it's 23.
Yeah, you are able to grapple one of its heads.
What I would like to do is try and pull the whole thing down the way a cowboy does with a steer. Like grab the heads and just knock it down.
Okay, it's going to resist you. Ooh, that's an 18 on the dice. As you grab it and you like start to pull it down, it resists. The head itself comes down, but the rest of it like rocks in place and maintains its balance.
Alrighty.
One of its heads comes around and tries to bash you, sir.
It shall probably succeed.
Oh.
Wait, did I get
That
any of
doesn't
my hit
sound
points
good.
back after I got shot twice? I don't know if we rested or not.
You
Yeah,
did?
I would say you
Yeah.
guys did take some time to rest because I just rolled a 20 on the dice.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's just double its damage.
Also, I realized I
Well,
misread.
that's okay. That's all.
I misread
all.
something earlier. My max HP is actually 28, not 25. So how
Okay.
dead am I?
It's not super powerful in that respect. It's just gonna
It's
bash you with.
It's 1d20 times 2.
It's yeah. That's 10 points of damage as that thing clunks down heavy on you.
Guys, this hurts more than getting shot twice.
Yeah. As it like bashes you, its mouth just kind of like grabs and bites you, pinches you pretty hard.
Just
at
a
the
warning,
same time.
fellows. That's it for me.
Are you?
That's
Oh,
my
wait.
turn.
Am I up?
Yeah.
Cora is up. Yeah, sorry.
Important question. Was Apollo thrown clear or is he now pinned?
It's up to Apollo. It just bit him and smashed and bit him, and then
was
Apollo was
this a-
wrestling with it. So it's
Yeah, I am
Apollo's choice
still
whether he lets
grappling
go.
it. I am still
Okay.
grappling its other head that didn't smash me. It has 4 free heads and 1 that I am grappling.
Okay.
It is also not impossible that I shove some dynamite into one of its mouths on the next
I
turn.
was just about to say dynamite. Dynamite all the way.
Yeah. But we are also
yeah.
in an underground cave, so
That too.
Right.
I would. What are these 6 pillars? Is there anything I notice about these pillars that seems useful, or are they just decorative? Yeah.
They're there to support the ceiling. Yeah, they're basically support pillars only.
so don't
Okay.
dynamite the pillars.
Or do if we need to make an escape after we're clear. Apollo's working on the dragon Hydra person. I'm gonna look for the Tears of Tiamat. Let me go ahead and roll an alertness check to see if I spot what we came down here to get.
Okay.
I got nothing here. Like, you ran up and started wrestling a stone Hydra. I'm
Just to
gonna
be
see if I
fair,
can.
I was already up there. It came to life while I was looking for a secret door.
Yeah. All right. Is this gonna be an alertness check?
Yes, please.
Okie dokie.
Target number 11.
Sorry, having a little technical difficulty here.
The book's it spells it out pretty like this is just a normal check. 14. It goes up in there like 11, 14, 17 for difficulties.
Do I add my instinct to this?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be an 18.
You see that behind the statue, at the very back of that alcove, something looks suspiciously like a panel, a stone panel or door.
I sprint for it, trying to stay clear of those heads. How far can I get? Can I get past the Hydra?
Yeah, I would say that Apollo has like wrestled it a little bit to the north, so you could like kind of scooch around it on the south side there.
I yell, "You're talking right!" And that can probably be my turn. I assume I don't have time to try to figure out whatever's going on with this hidden panel.
Yeah, you get there and you can confirm that, yeah, there's some sort of a door there.
I'm working on it! Keep it busy!
You got it!
That's my turn.
I just blindly punch at one of the other heads.
You break your hand on stone. I don't-
Do
They
it,
can
fine.
take damage. Yeah. They've got a defensive rating and hit points, so yeah.
If it has stats, we can kill it.
Oh, does it?
It has stats, yes. Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
It's not as strong as Apollo, I'll just say that. It's just, yeah, I just rolled
probably
really
got better
well on his
AC
counter.
though.
Yeah, he's got a Ammonia, yeah, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I will take out my rifle. I was going to use the Tommy gun, but I don't want to hit Apollo.
Appreciate you.
No worries. So, I will shoot at I'll shoot at the furthest head away from him in case I roll a 1.
Yeah, there's one head that is swiveled and it's kind of like turned to look at Cora as she scoots.
You rolled a
scoots
1,
past.
didn't you?
I did.
Oh no! It looks at me like
The
Lift my
gun jams.
collar up.
Yeah.
Right, I'll work on that jam then.
delicious jam.
Dang it. Sorry, Manya. You're like, unless I roll a 1. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh my
that was
goodness.
on me.
Ben?
Yeah, Ben's actually going to start trying to examine this cuneiform himself, looking if it gives any clue to a way to shut down this animated statue.
I know how to shut it down, Ben.
Yeah, without you getting hurt.
No, I don't know that.
You don't find anything immediately, Ben? In that
No
moment
lore
of
checks
like,
or anything.
if you want to do a lore check,
Cool. Yeah, I would like to do a lore check, and by do a lore check, I mean spend a pulp point.
Ah, you're an
to
investigator.
For an automatic success on any lore roll on any subject.
you do discover a bit that discusses the statue. The statue has gems in the eye sockets that if you can successfully remove the gems from the eye sockets, it will stop moving.
Apollo, get the gems out of its eyes.
How about after I kill it? Then we can rob it.
No, getting the gems out will make it so it's not animated.
Copy that.
That head comes down at you, Cora, or it's actually
nice.
the head looks, but its tail is what tries to slap you with, and that is, I think, a miss. What is your defense?
My defense is 10.
10. Okay, so that is actually a hit. I should put this 6-sided dice away because it's not helping you all. That is 5 points of damage.
That takes out half my HP.
Ooh.
Yeesh.
I have very low HP.
Did you gain any with the level up?
I only have a D4. So I think that was... I think I only was missing 2 levels worth. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I have a D6. So let me roll 1D4. I've rolled wrong dice. And added... I leveled...
Ben, the monster, Apollo. Ben is up. Yeah.
It is me. How do I take some gems out? Well, first of all, I have one of the heads
I'm
grappled,
at 8.
so I should be able to get those gems easily. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, you could like stab them with a dagger or something to pluck them out.
Well, I had
Like
that broken half of a crowbar in my hand when we started this scene, so I'll go ahead and try and pop out the 2 eyes on the head that I'm holding.
Get an opportunity for 1 with your attack.
Okay. It's 15 on the die, plus 5 is 20.
Pink out pops an eye. It rattles onto the floor. The head that you are grappling, that you just popped that out of, starts to move a little bit slower.
Okay. So I only need to do that 9 more times.
Dynamite! Dynamite!
We're in a cave!
Cora, you are up.
Get the gems!
Throw me the dynamite!
Get the gems!
I will take my crowbar to the head that's looking at me and dig in with that. That is that... Can I do just one manipulation check? I have jury rig, so I can roll with advantage if I improvise an invention. I'm trying to think if there's anything I have in my... You know what? Can I, instead of the crowbar, can I go for my lockpick kit and try to find... I don't know if there's a way to...
It would take you a bit to get that out. Yeah, it would take you a moment. If your crowbar's handy, that's probably your best option.
Yeah, I'll just straight up roll a crowbar manipulation check then to get that.
Yeah, because your attack and manipulation are the same, so yeah, plus instinct.
Yeah. That's not great at all. Okay, so that's going to be a total of 13 to try to pop out one of those eyes.
You said 13?
I did. Yeah, I rolled a 9 plus 4. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry, 14.
Okay.
Plus 4.
For the ease of bookkeeping, I'll just tell you this: it's a 13 to succeed on hitting this thing. So yes, you pop out another one of the eyes. Twink.
Okay. And there's no cover I can get to, is there?
No.
Okay.
One of the heads tries to bite at you, Cora.
Okay.
That is a miss. Good gracious. And the next up is Manya. Again, each head is going to attack after each. Yeah, that's just how it's going to be. One head after each of you.
Ouch.
So I think that, I'm going to just drop my gun and grab my crowbar and run up there and try to pull out an eye.
Okay, that's easy enough because you like your crowbars like just kind of like stuck in a loop on your backpack or something. You just draw it as you run.
Oof, gosh. Plus manipulation and...
just a straight attack.
Just an attack?
Yeah, attack. I mean, your manipulation's lower, so yeah, this just straight attacks.
So that's a whole 8.
It's on to you as you come up to try and like bash its eyeball out. The head just kind of twists out of the way at the last second, and then it leans down to try to bite you, Manya. What is your defense?
It is. Let me pull it back up. 2.
Which would be actually a little higher than that. I think a 14 probably hits. It's enough to hit everyone else.
Am I not reading that right?
Now you've got a 2 there, but your that should be added to like your dex score. Basically, your dex is your defense. So, okay, then it missed you. Never mind. Never mind. You've got a 15.
The 15, yeah. Okay,
I got you. So that misses. Yeah, that misses. Ben.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near this thing, so I'm going to keep my light on it, take a deep breath, aim with my pistol, and try and shoot out one of its eyes.
Wait! The tears of Tiamat! We don't want to destroy... These are them! We don't want to destroy them!
Are we sure these are them?
Where do tears come from, Ben?
That's a...
Okay, that's a 23.
That's definitely gonna hit. Yeah.
Can I pop? I can pop one of its eyes with my pistol
just
shot? Pew pew.
yeah. Yep. As easy as that. Pop. It comes out. So not having to roll damage as you hit it. They don't have any real protection there except their defense. I apologize. Since you are not in range, Ben, that head swivels around, tries to get at Apollo.
Yeah, figures.
That misses Apollo with his defense of 13 with a 12 on the dice. Apollo's up.
All right. I will.
I've lost track of how many eyes you've knocked out. Apollo's gotten one. Cora's got one.
Yeah.
And Ben's gotten one. Okay.
3.
I will pop out the other eye
10.
from the head that I'm on.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Would it lower the DC if I were to abandon this head and get an eye out of a different head? Because you said the one I'm holding became more sluggish after I took one eye out.
Yeah, it's slowed down a bit.
So if I were to take the pattern of taking one eye out of each head first, would that lower the DC for the second round of eyes?
I'll give you that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I will try to pop an eye out of a head that still has 2 eyes.
All right. So 13.
14 on the die, plus whatever.
Okay. Pop. Out comes an eye. So that's 4 slowed heads. You've got one head that is still moving at full pace.
Okay.
It shifts its position and swings its tail at you, Cora. You can do a dex save to jump out of the way.
I would love... Oh, Cora. Okay.
Cora, yeah.
I actually have something I would like to do, Mia, if you will allow it. Or I was going to do this on my turn as my sort of action. I have my... What is this? This is my jury rig. The other half of my jury rig talent is that I can roll with advantage any manipulation check meant to pull off a stunt. I would like to, after getting that damage, I'd like to do the classic stand in front of the thing that I want to get hit, let another one of those tail attacks come at the wall where I saw the thing, and then duck out of the way and let the tail whack that hidden compartment in the wall open. And I'd like to do that at advantage because that's a stunt.
Yeah, tear it up. Absolutely, that works.
All right, so
Just,
I rolled 10s on both d20s.
oh,
So that's going to be a total of 15 to see if I can pull that off.
Yep, I would say yes. That bumped your. Pardon me, the brain shuts down. Yes, that as it does that smash, it breaks open a hole in the wall, breaking away that panel of stone that was there, revealing a small chamber on the other side.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to dive into partial cover into that chamber. And I try to make it look cool, but I am badly hurt, and it just looks like me flailing my way backwards awkwardly.
Yeah, everyone else, you're just going to see her disappear into the darkness back there. As you fall into that space,
Sorry.
give me another dex check.
Sure.
With your pardon me, God, instinct. Just
Oh
that time of
gosh,
night.
that's really bad. No, it is that time of night. That's a yeah, it's going to be an 11.
As you like tumble into that space, you feel the floor go click beneath the weight of your back, and these little spikes, little like metal like caltrips, just kind of shoot out of the wall and plink 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 on the far side. But since you fell down, they fly right over you.
Yeah, I hold my breath just over my. Like, that was really lucky.
Manya.
Yeah, I'll try with the crowbar again at another eye. I'll try for that one with the still at both eyes, both crystals.
Okay, so the final fully operational defense system. I totally got that Star Wars quote wrong.
That's a 9.
That's a miss. Clunk. Club it right upside its head. It's mad at you and comes down.
Not
and
Manya's expertise here, I guess.
That time it succeeded for 1 point of damage. Okay. Benjamin.
Yeah, Ben is going to pretty much do exactly the same thing he did last turn. Take another deep breath and aim for that the last head that still got 2 eyes.
Okay. So 13. It'll drop to 11 once you
So we got
succeeded.
21.
Yes, definitely. 13 is a good hit. So Plink out pops that eye. All the heads are now slowed, so the DC goes down to 11 to get the hit off.
Cool.
It shifts its body around Apollo, tries to smash you into the wall.
Okay, go ahead and try.
Ooh, it rolled a 1 on the dice. In its effort, it knocks one of the gems out of one of its remaining heads. So one of the heads, like, grinds to a sudden stop. You're up, Apollo.
Okay, I'm going for a gem. That is also a 1.
Oosh.
I mean, it's a 6 with my attack, but it's 1 on the die.
So you go to get it, and I'm going to say you like lose your crowbar in that process.
I mean, it was half of a crowbar anyway. It's half the crowbar it used to be.
But you still have like movement if you want to like get away, or you just stay. You still got one arm around its head.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Getting away is for women and children.
Of course it is. Cora, you were in that small space, and you're like looking up, and you see like this bronze panel on the wall with these cuneiform. It's like in reverse. Instead of like being pressed into the surface, they're like pressing out from the surface. That is what you see above your head.
Okay. Anything else I notice about this? You know what? I am actually going to not explore this room at this moment. I am going to pop out, crowbar in hand, now that I've already triggered the trap, and swing for another one of these eyes.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to be just a straight attack roll?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I just realized what your shirt said completely there. Clever girl with the face hugger on.
Jason.
Yeah.
You're muted,
oh, my video's gone off sync again. Sorry about that. But that's going to be a 13 exactly.
All right. 11. That's it. It is only 11. That's another head that has ground to a stop.
And I would like to duck back into cover into this room if I can.
Okay. As you kind of like back up and like look over your shoulder.
What? You lost your sound.
Sorry, I had the wrong window. You see this panel on the wall with cuneiform. Again, they're again not recessed but pushed out like in reverse.
I know what you mean. I can't think of the word either. Like
Embossed.
Embossed, yeah.
Embossed, thank you, yeah. And again, it's like a bronze panel on that wall opposite the way you just came in. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, so I see more of that. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. That's my turn.
It's interesting how Google actually gave me cuneiform for what I asked it to.
Nice.
Wow.
So I don't know if that's accurate. There's probably someone looked at going, that says your brother's sister's mother threw a snowball at my aunt, and I'm pissed off. But, Manya, sorry.
Yeah, I'll try with the crowbar again. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Nope. Because that's 4 plus 1. That's 5.
Oh, okay, yeah,
No,
that's not
4
good.
plus 4. That's 8. Sorry.
Okay, so that's
Still not
just
enough.
short. Yeah, you need an 11 on that to get that last eyeball. This head is slowed down, so these are coming at disadvantage. Yep, total miss. Ben.
Yeah, I mean, like literally the thing I've been doing. Taking
All right.
aim.
And firing again. Okay.
Yeah. Oof. That's gonna be 15.
Okay, that is another gem. There are only 2 heads moving still.
So after it tries to kill me, I'll make it 1 head.
Well, can I ask a quick question, like gameplay wise?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. I just looked at the beginning of the sentence. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, my neck.
Well, could be worse. Could have 5 of them.
All right.
Jeez.
I feel the pain. Apollo.
Yeah, hit me. Oh, isn't the dragon getting a turn?
There's only 2 heads left, so I'm going to save those.
Copy that. Here I go. It's a nat 20.
Whoa.
Hey!
You like going at it with a fist or a thumb or?
My big old meaty fingers.
All right. You're like
Head-butted into submission.
you're like Thanos grabbing the Mind Stone off of.
Can
Off
with
of the vision.
with the nat 20, can we say I get both of them?
As
I got
like
2
each
hands.
head kind of like leans in close. I'll give it to you. Why not?
It is-
You like reach up and snag that. You're like, oh yeah, just didn't reach, and you grab and you just wrench those out with your fingers, and the statue ceases its motion as Apollo tears out the last 2 eyes.
I probably hurt my fingers like you do when you dig at something too hard that you probably should have a tool for, but yeah.
Yeah, you got some abrasions on your fingertips.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, and now it's just a statue again?
Just the statue. Mhm.
Did all 10 of these gems survive, or did some of them get shattered?
The ones that Ben shot out are little busted bits on the floor. Mhm.
Okay. Are we feeling like these are the tiers? That's what I think.
I'd
Or,
like to
what did you find
explore this. Ben, perhaps you can come and take a look at these embossed cuneiform. I think you had a bit more success than I did.
I got some book learning.
Yes, by all means.
Yeah, Ben's gonna, for some inexplicable reason, just lean into the room, the little alcove there, and shine his light up.
No?
And
I'll point out both panels that I've found to you, yes.
and he's gonna drop another pulp point. And what does that stuff say?
Let's see.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
Nantucket.
Namu was a Mesopotamian goddess regarded as a creator deity in the local theology of Eridu. It is assumed that she was associated with water.
That's what it says?
That's all it says.
That's all it says.
As you, I could just, as you're looking it over closely there, Ben, give me a quick alertness as well.
13.
13. That will be sufficient. And I think I did not give you the right information there. That's not what that says. Supposed to be a riddle again, but I don't, that's not pasted in my notes in the proper place. I'm not going to dig that up. As you're like looking that over at your 13, you notice that a few of the letters themselves are have little gaps around them. And where the heck did I put that information? Can't believe I didn't have this in the right spot. You realize that these three symbols form a word, which I have totally misplaced the information here. Spelling out basically the goddess's name, which is not, it was supposed to be Namu, which was supposed to not be part of the the words I just provided you guys. But anyway, if you press each of those individual bits, a panel slides open, revealing another room on the other side.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This room has a like a stone dais, a raised like stone cabinet looking thing, and like two bronze grills in each corner of the room, and a statue of a goddess with a necklace of blue gems resting around its waist/feet. This is some AI art, so I'm going to drop that. Maybe you can show that as well for a close-up. Oh my gosh, the kitty cat.
Somebody hug that poor cat. Listen to it dying over there.
Oh, I know. He's dying
Very
because
nice.
his bowl is full of dry food.
That's right. It's unbearable. How dare you provide it a full bowl of food?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Oh, wait, I think I've done this. There we go.
Just those... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was reacting to the room disappearing. Oh, there it went. Hey, guys! I found there's another room back here.
Okay.
Whoa.
I will quickly follow.
That was fun.
Sensing. I don't know what that was. I blinked and...
Oh, wow. I just caught it on the stream, and that was even more interesting.
Whoa.
Well, it was just a quick undo, because I'm not sure what I did with that room, so I hit undo. And it apparently reloaded everything. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that'll be something exciting for later. Sensing on a deep primal level the presence of jewelry. Cora goes after you, Ben. And just lights up like, ooh. Can I do a quick alertness check to check for traps?
Sure. As you look about the room, you do see those bronze vents in the upper corners of the room.
Bronze what?
Vents.
They're like vents, yeah, like grates or vents. Yeah.
I will take off my backpack and sort of throw it out as a sort of a test into where it looks like the vents kind of focus on the floor to see if it's the floor that's trapped.
Nothing happens. Yeah. And you said you're going to roll? Did you want to roll an alertness check?
Yeah, I'll roll an
look around the
alertness check.
room, or anyone else that enters the room.
Yeah,
well?
no.
Gosh, that's terrible.
Let's
Are
roll
the
horror.
vents in the ceiling? Or
They
like
are in the
wall?
ceiling. Yeah, they're in the upper ceiling.
I have
How
rolled
far
a
up is
nat.
the ceiling? Oh,
I've
yeah.
rolled another nat 20 on my alertness check.
Wow.
I rolled an 8. I'm distracted by the shiny.
Okay.
I haven't
am,
rolled
however-
anything, but I'm fully expecting if we take these jewels, water's going to start coming out of these vents.
Or gas. Poison gas was my guess. But
Or
let's
more
see.
darts. Or sharp things.
Something bad.
All right, so I apologize. Core rolled low. Paulo nailed it. Ben, did you roll an alertness as well?
Oh, I didn't roll anything.
You just okay. Just
I was going
okay.
to try and like poke my way through it a bit,
Okay.
but I expect they are vents to dispense water down on us
Okay.
if we take those jewels.
Apollo, as you're kind of like looking around, you notice that behind the dais or the stone cabinet that statue is sitting on, that there's you can feel like the movement of air, like a slight breeze.
Can I detect where it's coming from? If I put my hand in it, can I sort of follow the airflow back?
You just sort of feel like this general air kind of like pushing into the room, almost breathing, like a wind is blowing somewhere. The air kind of puffs in and then it pulls out.
Interesting. So I will describe that, point it out to my fellow companions. So does it seem like it's coming through those vents? Or is it coming from somewhere else?
From behind what the statue is sitting on.
Okay. I would like to ignore the gems on the statue and see if the entire dais can be slid out.
It
in.
appears that it could be moved, yes.
I will give it some sort of testing pushes and pulls and see if I can move it, and if that doesn't seem like it, then I will look for a trigger or ask my friends to look for a trigger.
As you move it just a fraction of an inch, another stone slab crashes down, sealing the exit. And you hear this as green toxic gas comes pouring out through the vents. in the
I
ceiling.
win! It was poison gas!
Congrats! I say it.
So I'm glad we didn't bet on that.
Yeah. What do we do for poison?
I say as I pull my
gas?
jaunty scarf over my mouth and nose.
You know
All
what?
right.
We got two choices. We either put the dais back or we keep pushing it. I'm gonna keep pushing it.
Yeah, I want to help him push it.
Right. As you shove it aside, you see the pressure plate that it was sitting on, and behind there is a small cutout in the wall or busted out piece of the wall, about 2 feet by 2 feet, big enough to crawl through.
I will pocket the gems since we're in the death trap anyway. And
Hell yeah.
And then I will go through the hole,
Yeah.
which I
Yep,
guess
I
would
follow after you.
probably make me the last one through the hole since I'm pocketing the gems. But
Okay, so so the question is who's going through first and who's going through last, actually? What order do you crawl through the hole is my question.
if nobody else is trying to take gems, then I think I'm probably last.
Cora
how
is
many-
trying to
Is
take
there
the
a
gems.
lot of gems, or hey?
It's
Like-
as you pull it off of there, you realize it's like a necklace that's like, in a loop that runs maybe like 3 feet as a
Quick,
loop. You
put it in my backpack.
you could like double it up and wear it around your neck, but it would be like several like
Okay,
coils.
Yeah, I'll just grab it and pocket it once I see that it's that. Yeah, and then I will go last, just out of whatever chivalry. I'm the biggest and take longer to poison, whatever it is. I'll go last.
Yeah,
I'll go first, headlong
I
into
can
danger.
go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go
Headlong.
right after you on your heels.
I'll follow Cora.
And then Apollo, give me a con to resist the poison.
That's a 9 total. Can I add instinct to it? No.
Yes, yeah.
Well, then it's a 12.
It's danger. You do get a slight whiff of it. You aren't going to choke to death or anything.
Okay.
Oh,
you know what? I'm going to use my lucky. I've never used it. I'm going to use it on that, even though it sounds like I'm okay anyway. But I get to re-roll with advantage. All right. So then that becomes a 15.
okay. So then you're okay. The gas is still coming down as you guys escape. Little tendrils of it follow you through, Apollo, as you crawl through. As you crawl into that space, the 2-foot hallway crawl space ends after about 10 to 20 feet and opens up into a small cave, and you can smell the scent of salty air.
Okay.
Smoke of the ocean.
Yes, it does.
Excellent.
Makes sense.
And just to keep things moving, you eventually come to a chamber, a cave with a large pool of water filling it, and no visible way out.
Okay.
You think we got to go
I'll
through
do
the water?
the.
Y'all swim okay?
I'll bet you this water has a tunnel under it that leads up to that well. Which means if we'd gone down the well to begin with. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, let's swim, baby.
Yeah, Paula's definitely got a dwarven underground spatial relation.
Yep.
My ancestors are mysterious. Nobody can trace my family back past 3 generations.
The tallest.
So we'll
dwarf
need
I've ever
swim
met.
checks. Swim checks from each of you.
How do those
boy.
work? Is it just
As you dive down into the water, it's kind of dark down there, and if somebody's wearing those owl goggles, you can plainly see the way out.
I have a flare. Do those work underwater?
I know some players
think-
do.
Yeah, I
Some
don't know.
do, but like if it's a marine flare, but if it's just a
I don't
regular
It just
road
says
flare,
flare.
it won't.
It just says
But yeah,
flare.
just-
I don't really know.
So yeah, just a swim check, which is strength. Yeah, strength check to swim.
Ooh.
I know not everybody's got a great strength, so
Yeah.
I got
plus instinct. Plus instinct.
It's a 19.
24.
Good lord. Okay. Manya 24, 19 for Cora.
Yep.
Good lord.
20.
20 for Ben.
8.
Ben. You are fine. Cora, you are fine. For some reason Apollo's just not much of a swimmer.
I'd like to
needs-
know how it comes out to 24, though. What is that?
Well, you said my roll was 19
Okay.
plus my strength and instinct,
Oh,
right?
is your strength 2?
No, it's 1. My
Plus
instinct's 3.
1. Yeah, instinct.
Did I do the math wrong? No, sorry, 23.
Okay, well, that would be the same for me if I had rolled 19 on the die. Then. Yeah. But I didn't. I rolled 5 on the die.
As you guys dive into the water and are swimming to escape, Apollo is having a little trouble swimming.
Oh no.
But since you all have scored relatively high in comparison, you're able to assist and get him out.
It's as though I've taken some repeated blows from stone objects.
Yeah, a couple bullet wounds that maybe
Yeah.
hurt a little bit with the water
I
seepage.
slept those off.
Slept those off. You swim through just as you're feeling that burn in your lungs from holding your air too long. You surface off the coast of the island. you're about 20, 30 feet away from the rocky shoreline. The sun has set. The moon is shining bright overhead.
Awesome.
And based on you're kind of looking around, you realize that you're probably at about the same area, Ben, where your boat was when you broke free from your captors. And you hear the sound of an airplane flying around above your heads.
You think that's one of ours or one of theirs?
Yeah, let's just get to land and not worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First order of business. Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah, not
And
dying
since-
is...
As you swim to the shore, and it totally forgot about Rufus, but I meant to tell you much earlier that he didn't go down in the cave with you because he, was
Oh, yeah, I would have
freaked out
left
about that.
him with the Bobs.
As you reach the shore, you hear, "Woof, woof," and he comes running down the shoreline, having kind of caught your scent in the air.
Ah, Rufus, I have so many broken ribs.
And the airplane, somebody has apparently seen you, and it comes flying down, and it is your plane buddy, Scotty Maxwell.
Hey!
Mr. Maxwell. Thank goodness.
And you look at his plane, and he's got a 50-gallon barrel strapped to each pontoon of the float plane. And he yells out and says, "Hey, what's going on? You want to help me drop off some stuff?"
Sure. Let's
Yes.
do it.
I hear there's a Nazi U-boat base on the northern shore of Tunisia.
Well, we better blow that up before I go sleep off these broken ribs.
And on that note,
And on that note, yes.
sounds like the perfect closing line right there.
So this necklace is the Tears of Tiamat.
The necklace of Tiamat. Yeah, they are the Tears of Tiamat.
So we'll hide that out in the Ivory Keys headquarters and
Yeah,
then go search for the
Okay.
Holy Grail, right?
let's go check in with Lady Kensington.
Yes.
That's it. That's all I got for you.
That's it! And we fly off into the sunset to go fight some more Nazis.
Yeah,
Thanks, Mia.
the post the post of all that is, you fly over the base. He drops those barrels of diesel fuel. You throw some dynamite down, and you
Hell
totally
yeah.
destroy
That's
this
so much.
U-boat / fuel
Yes.
depot that the Nazis are trying to set up a foothold in the Mediterranean at,
Yay!
killing hundreds of Nazis in the process.
Yay!
Good day for everybody.
Yes.
And there was much
Outstanding.
rejoicing.
Well done, Mia. This is awesome.
Yay!
This is one of my favorite games now.
Yes,
It
this
is
is a
Cool,
really
thank
good
you.
game.
Top games.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank
They
you.
pack a lot of story in world building and mechanics into what is this? 48 pages. This is a impressively thorough and compact book.
Yeah.
And Mia, fantastic game and world building on top of that. So
Oh,
thank you.
very much.
You're so
They're-
insanely out of sync right now, Sarah.
I am so insanely out of sync.
Very
right
out
now.
of sync.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
let's see. So this was supposed to be last week's game. We were not supposed to do
Nope,
any
nothing
streams
at
this
all.
week on the channel. It's Thanksgiving week in America. So on Friday, there will not be a stream. Next Monday, we'll be back with Wylock,
Neon
I believe,
Skies?
for Neon Skies.
Yay!
We'll wrap up that story that we started in our last Neon Skies episode. And then the following Friday will be December 1st, and we will start a trilogy in Cities Without Number. We did just play Cities Without Number on Friday, but that was a one-shot to be followed by a little 3-episode arc. So, and then we should be back for our regular campaign end of December, beginning of January. It's undecided. But after Neon Skies, we have Casket Land.
Yep.
the perfect holiday special,
Oh yeah.
which Jason will be running for us. And we cannot wait for all of those things. So I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much, Mia.
You're welcome. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for having me tonight.
Yes, yes. Thanks for joining us.
Yay!
And please, let's do this one again sometime. I love this game.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right. Good
Well,
night,
good.
everyone.
I feel good. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback.
Yes.